Hey man, you already know we rocking. It's bad for the community. It's the guy. By the way, God. I got St. East to my left.
What up?
I got Tomo to my right.
So that's why we in here.
I got HAAWWS on the mic.
Yeah.
HAAWWS is filling in for our guy Nate. Nate is actually sick. I got on the phone with that nigga. That nigga sounded like he was dying, bro. So prayers up to my guy.
Get well, my nigga.
Speed.
Oh, so he didn't go camping?
Nah,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That loss to Sonya got that nigga, bro.
Nah, that nigga just ain't want to go camping, bro.
He's not feeling all right after that one. That nigga's sick. That's the true definition of being sick, nigga. But nah. We gonna get to that. But we in a new space. Yeah. It's a beautiful space. You know,
real niggas in the house.
Real niggas is in the house. Shout out to BTO Boston for letting us use
Black teams on your
space.
couch.
I could get used to this.
Yeah.
This is something I could get used to. This night. No to Boston is great. And we might have to go back there. Who knows? We've been homeless for a little bit, for a couple months.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can find a
Don't say that.
a permanent. No,
You got a roof over your head. You ain't homeless.
I feel like that family member that's been staying over people's house and just jumping to people's house. I don't feel like I got a home. You know,
couch surfing.
You know that family.
Home
member.
is where the heart is, man.
If you ask me, that's probably lit. No bullshit, because it's like it gives people something new to look forward to every week.
That's true.
It's like, damn, where they gonna be next?
Where they gonna be next? I'm almost trying to have it outside.
Send us addies. We'll look it up.
Bullshit.
Hey man, clearly we've been doing well for ourselves. Clearly the setting don't matter too much. We got the news today. We got nominated for the BMA, and I don't know about y'all, but I had mixed feelings about it. I had mixed feelings in the sense of like last year, if you know, you know, like I could speak for myself. I was a little peeved that we didn't get nominated last year. I thought it was a no-brainer. Us winning, that's one thing. Not getting nominated at all.
For sure.
When I see some of the nominee, hey man, shout out to all the nominee. But some of those niggas, I ain't never heard of. And it be radio shows. And
I said it to
you
last year too. That might just be ignorance on our part.
Maybe.
We don't know who they are.
Bro, who you think cast the ballot to get niggas nominated?
Some real niggas.
Who you think it is, bro?
Yeah, we do have to have a conversation. What is
I do know
the
one
nomination
person who's in the committee.
Who are these niggas?
I know one person in the committee, and it's because they like showed themselves, you know, on Instagram.
We know another one actually.
We do?
Is it?
Don't say no names. Don't say no names.
Oh,
Why
not? Okay.
We've had.
Unless it's a public thing.
Maybe not. I won't say nothing.
Hey,
I think it is a public
did.
thing, but I don't think it's
Real
like
nigga.
something that they promote.
Then I won't say nothing. I will talk about it later.
So, yeah.
But how did y'all feel about it? Because to me, it was like,
Hey, bro. You saw my response when we talked about it. Like, it don't mean nothing yet. Okay, I'm in the conversations. That's cool. I want to win. Because if I don't win, what is there for me to be celebrating? Like, nigga, I don't care.
You think we deserve
I
to
see
win
other
this
niggas
year?
who already getting nominated, and it's like, yo, we've been doing this shit longer than them.
You think we deserve to win this year?
Do we deserve to win, nigga?
Yeah.
Nigga, we're winning that shit. And if we don't, some foolery going on, y'all gonna hear me.
Like you standing
y'all gonna
on
hear me that
like
night.
You think it's like a no-brainer? It should be unanimous.
Bro,
like
my nigga, we have HAAWWS right here who was nominated last year.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, no artist.
We've had Key, we've had Sadiq, who are again on this nomination list for the things that they respectively
talking shit.
do.
Yeah, talking shit.
Feel me?
Usually
You've
I'm in
had-
this position, but yo, talking
Listen,
shit.
bro, every nigga in any category who is going to win what they're doing, we've had them on the show.
Not gonna lie, we not representing the country in rock and pop enough.
And that's fine. You know what? We'll get them next year. Cause nigga, we gonna win that shit. They gonna know who we are and they gonna want to come on our shit.
Bro,
You feel me?
if there's a country artist on this pod,
Come on.
we
Why
sold.
not?
We sold.
Bro, don't do that.
sold. Unless
I'm
he's
sure
black.
there's a nigga out there
Unless
who
they're
makes-
black. Unless they're black. I think we sold.
I'll sit down with a country artist.
Hey, man.
I would.
Question.
You know any country
Has
artists?
Stephon Theft been on the pod?
No, that's something that
We
we
wanted
actually
to make it happen.
Yeah.
It's Stephon.
He's currently
Pull
not.
up.
You
Let's
know
go
what
to
I
LA, bro. Let's
I was
go
about
to
say
LA.
he's currently
No
not, he's not
bullshit.
here right now. So it's like,
Let's go to
Okay.
LA, do the pod.
Okay.
I'm trying to slide out there soon. No bullshit.
And we love us, Stephon's.
Shane out there too.
Yeah.
we started the year off with Amanda Shea.
Niggas out there.
Yeah.
So like, come on, bro. Like,
You might
who's
go get
doing
that back-to-back dub.
Who's doing that? We're doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
How are we not winning this shit?
Some might say CWTFB back-to-back champs. They trying to go for the three-peat. They not shy about that either.
Yeah.
And, you know, good luck to them.
That can't happen.
But I need that.
He said that again.
I need that. Because my nigga, we're not doing this much longer if we're not getting the fucking credits we deserve.
Whoa.
Nigga, Cave said that's not in my story.
definitive statement.
I don't like. No. What I don't like. I agree in the sense of like, obviously, like, you can't do this forever until, you know, we got to see tangible returns. We got lives of our own. We getting older. You feel me? You're not always going to have this free time. But that's not going to be dependent on the BMAs.
Absolutely not. But
Like,
listen,
win or
right?
lose, we
but
still
here-
going to do our
I will
thing.
say,
Sure,
bro.
but you got to hear where I'm coming from, right?
What's up?
Sustainability. And shit like that shows bigger publications or bigger, angel investors and shit like that. That's like, yo, within the reach of my market, this is what I'm capable of doing. This is what I represent. This is why you need to fund us. This is why you need to invest in us. If we can't even do that in our own demographic, we're fucking up.
Talk that
we're
shit.
fucking up.
How was it? How did you feel this afternoon, Tomo, when you found out the news?
I seen that. I was scrolling through it, but it's the last one on
It's
the
the
list.
last one. I was
like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought I was gonna get album of the year or something, bro. No bullshit.
No.
But you know what I'm saying?
And
Shout
I
out
wanna
my
talk
niggas,
about
though.
that.
Shout
And
out
I
my
do wanna
niggas,
talk
you feel
about
me?
that.
Shout out Clark, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Key, shout out
Facts.
Stephon, you feel me?
I
Shout
do
out
want
Woody, you know
to
what
talk
I'm saying?
about
Shout
it.
out Nate.
We gonna actually get into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
actual
facts.
nomination list, but from the outside and seeing just the list and everything, or just specifically, the podcast shit, because we've had conversations in the past of like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing wrong that like we not getting acknowledged for it? From the outside in, how was you feeling about the whole list?
I feel like it was well deserved. You guys' branding was a lot better this year. And I'm someone who like faithfully tunes into the pod. Like, so when I can, either I'm catching it when it drops or like a few days after. I feel like to not have you guys in the nominees would have been like, yeah, someone's disconnected on whoever on that list is like.
Someone just doesn't fuck with us.
Yeah, like we rub somebody the wrong way. Like,
but I feel like this is one of the times where it's like, I know the name is bad for the community, but this is great for the community. Right. Yeah.
And even then, like seeing back, like I said, with the pictures of all the nominees that we've had on the podcast before, it's just like it's great. Honestly, I'm generally just happy to like be able to scroll through that list, and it's a lot of familiar names. You feel me? I love seeing Clark on that list a lot of times. It wasn't just a couple. He got 4 nominees in big categories too. He got New Artist of the Year, which is a little questionable because I wouldn't say Clark is out the loop.
We gotta get into that. We gotta get into that.
But that's how I was explaining that too. No bullshit, because it's like from perspective is everything. So to us, this nigga's been doing it forever. Him, he has been doing it forever. But it's like that acknowledgement. Because HAAWWS is saying the same thing. If I got nominated, bro, I'll go up there and be like, nigga, go do your homework. Nigga been doing this, you feel me? But it's like, bro, tell you shit, like, when you get to a certain, like, you're new to certain people. So it's like, you are a new artist, you feel me?
For sure.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like the XXL ciphers and shit. You niggas that's a freshman list. There's niggas that's been in there.
Niggas be popping for years, bro.
So,
freshman.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I don't think like win or lose. Like I'll be appreciative, of course, and I want to win because I genuinely believe we're the best podcast when it comes to quality. You feel me? But the BMA don't validate nothing for me, because we stamped within the community.
I was about to say too. At the end of the day, it's not even up to us. It's up to y'all.
That's a fact.
If y'all want to see niggas up there flexing, you want to come up there flex with us, pop bottles. You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
Vote for bad for the community. We gonna be up.
Hey,
some bottles, nigga.
No.
Good for me. Nigga, I'll bring a bottle in there and pop
We
that
already
shit,
spoke
nigga.
on it. I'm coming with the can pink mink, bro. I just gotta find it.
Bro, when
like,
you said that
I really
shit,
just gotta
bro,
find it. I'm coming through
You know
with
what
the
really
pink
crossed
mink.
my mind, though? I was just like,
Bro, if you really wear that shit, we might lose, bro.
Why?
You shouldn't do that to yourself.
Why, bro?
Bro, and I say this out of place out of love, bro, right?
What you trying? You saying I can't rock the pink mink?
It's just,
Bro, you're gonna become a parody.
Hey, live forever.
Hold on.
As a parody?
What you trying to say, brother?
I think about even when Drake did it, it's just like,
See, I don't like those. Yeah, see, it's dead. It's not happening no more.
I don't know, but I feel like
I
niggas gonna be like, yo, he's too light, gonna be doing shit like that.
I hate niggas, bro.
Bro, niggas will say shit like that, though.
I feel you, bro. It's dead. I'm gonna find something else, bro.
You just gotta pop out as you, bro.
Hey, no, I'm coming. I feel like I just gotta come excessive, bro. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But to everybody who's watching this, to everybody who's listening, I need y'all to stop, pause, come back to the podcast. But there's gonna be a link in either the podcast description or the YouTube video description. We need y'all to click on it and vote. Best
Run that shit up.
music podcast of the year.
Yes.
Make your pick. Bad for the community.
Facts.
You don't necessarily have to go and like pick winners for every category, but if you know some names on there,
Hey, if
show
you
some
see
love.
anybody that's been on the show, vote for them if you genuinely fuck with them.
That's a
He
fact.
just brings up a great point that I did want to touch on and give you our props for it. Rob, you had spoke about it before. I think you made a tweet about it. Like you gave this platform gave a lot of people their first interviews.
Mhm.
And I don't think that goes like, I think that went over a lot of people's heads to just like understand how like integral you can be, or a podcast can be, or a platform could be to media. And you guys did do that. Give a lot of people their first interview ever. And like, you can even tell in the interviews. And I feel like you guys did a great job of showcasing a lot of talent. So it's only right. It's only right that you guys be acknowledged this year. And I feel like to your point of like, it's just an award. It's like, it's not everything. It's not end all be all. The recognition from your peers is a lot, because that's what we do it for.
And actually, that's the point I forgot to make. Although, like I said, the validation is cool and everything, but it does mean something to be able to tell what this award is for the people outside of the culture. Like maybe a family member, you feel me? Your mom or something who knows, like, yo, I see him go every Saturday. He's always out. Like, they don't see me on the weekends. You feel me? I'm gone. And it's been a commitment.
Facts, they gonna pop out. Everybody gotta pop out, no bullshit.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
I wonder if they gonna do the event different.
I need like the Beyonce treatment. You gotta let me know beforehand. Like, did I win the night before? Because otherwise, I ain't.
Nah, that adds to it, bro. I feel like that adds
Nah, bro, I don't care. I want my mom to be in that setting to be like, yo, this is the type of shit.
And they do decide before. They do decide before we get to the show.
They do?
Yeah, they decide before.
Now the thing is,
are you aware that you won?
I don't think
are you aware that?
No, they don't let you. They don't let you know. But like they do, they have already who the winners are
of course.
already.
They gotta set up the whole stage.
What I think would be different from the point of like everybody pulling up, because I don't know how many of you guys went to the awards last year.
We did.
It's very like
it's gonna be a whole different.
They should do it different though. They should have like more formal, where it's like people get to go up and speak. I feel like that shit just felt mad unorganized.
Oh, people don't get speeches?
Only certain
last year only Oompa got to speak.
Certain select artists, and then it was like kind of like just like they brushed through the thing. It was just a big screen. There was no like nobody actually announcing it. It was just on a big screen.
Heard you.
And it just
they just kind of like ran through the categories. Yeah,
they said they on the time frame.
I wasn't nigga.
I was somewhere else. I wasn't here.
You said you're not nominating me. I'm not here, bro.
I wasn't here. I forget where I was, but I wasn't here.
I would like to see more of us in the spot though, because it was
we gonna be there. Yeah. We gonna be there, and like I said, I'm trying to bring a plaque home to moms, bro. You feel me? Because like she don't know the amount of times we had a function and someone says, "Yo, I love bad for the community," like that. That shit touched me. You feel me? I can't show my mom.
I was on the train the other day. Niggas just had a real conversation, just talking about what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like
they saying they know niggas out in New York. We gotta make a trip.
Yeah, who said that to you? Somebody said that to me recently too.
You was on the call.
We were on the FaceTime.
Oh, that nigga.
You drinking a lot of
cool, bro. Nah, my memory been bad lately, bro. I'm not getting sleep.
But off of us, I actually want to, show some love to the nominees of this year's categories, because, like I said, it's a lot of familiar faces. Now,
I think my favorite.
We just go. No. What's your favorite category? Where we going?
I think the artist manager one really stood out to me.
I did.
I was like, to give someone recognition for that is amazing.
Category last year?
That's so dope.
It's a new category?
That's so dope.
That's amazing.
Like, people like that get put in the back burner so often. You feel me? They recognize the artist, but they don't understand like the person who's right there behind them, creating the infrastructure that's allowing them to be successful. You feel me? Seeing someone like Sadiq get nominated for that, I'm like, that nigga deserves that shit.
He does deserve it.
That nigga deserves
no
that
doubt
shit.
about it.
But y'all want to know something?
Because the thing is, he don't just manage his own artists, bro. This man is setting up events for the whole community. Like, he's really behind the scenes doing that. And it's not just, I take care of my artists and I'm not looking out for anybody else. Like, it's very, very selfless, bro. So, for that reason, y'all want
to got my vote.
Y'all want to make predictions?
Nah, but what was you about to say? You about to say some shit.
I was gonna say.
I want to put y'all niggas on the spot. But
I was gonna say that's like that category for me was like super interesting because that's not normal for like like for an award show. Like the people in the back are the people in the back for a reason, not to discredit what they do. If the reason the people in the front can do what they do is because of the people in the back, but I felt like there has to be somebody on that nomination committee now that's like,
who's like tapped in, because how do you know that information a lot of times?
Or just like they have to be in that space themselves to be like, yo, we got to be advocating for this part of the art, like the business as well, because it's very interesting, bro.
You think they're reaching to pull out a more of an audience, so it's like just creating every type of category?
I really just feel like the people on the not nip, but yeah, but I really just feel like it's more so like maybe people felt like, yo, we're not getting acknowledged. And I feel like there's a large part of our marketplace, our community that is on the business side of things.
Do you not feel like even in the mainstream world, we've been seeing that shift in the last 10 years.
I was gonna say
producers are becoming celebrities.
Yeah, that's my exact example.
Managers are becoming celebrities, bro.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I should know some of the niggas that I know behind the scenes, but we do now.
Yeah. Not even the celebrity aspect, but just the acknowledgement of it. Like producers didn't used to get awards.
Type shit. But you get the point I'm trying to get
even
at.
like graphic designers. It should be anybody that has a part in anything.
Bro, like fucking Cole Bennett, bro. That's a videographer.
Yeah.
That nigga's popping. Niggas know that name, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, video niggas been getting it though. Like,
yeah. They've always had that.
I feel like when they...
Because it's been since like that since Hype Williams and shit. You look at the shit he did with Kanye.
I feel you. That's true.
All that shit. It's like a direct, but it's a different category. They'll put them in. It's like the Oscars.
I guess the point that I'm trying to get at is just like,
you know what I'm saying?
every corner of what makes the artist pop is getting recognized nowadays.
All right, let's get to the fun part. We got to make some nominations, and while we go through these categories, I'm really gonna pick the ones I think are cool, right? And we gonna talk about snubs too. Because I personally feel like there's some snubs too. Just because we didn't get snubbed this year didn't mean some other folks didn't. All right, so let's go. I'm going to skip Artist of the Year.
Marvelous not being Album of the Year is crazy.
Hey, wait, no. I wouldn't have put that album.
What, you put All the Places You Go?
That or Group.
Only 2 albums.
Renaissance
EP.
Not an album, I guess.
Nah, they did it's album / EP, which
okay.
I personally think it should just be album. I think the category should be separate, but...
All right, so I'm gonna skip Artist of the Year because that's where like all the mainstream niggas are, like Bia, Millies, and Joyner Lucas. Like, are those niggas even gonna show up to the
Was this not there last year?
to the category?
Hey, bro, Joyner might pull up, bro. I see Joyner, bro. I got some questions for this nigga, though.
Yeah, if they win, they'll pull up.
Nah, Joyner said there was no Boston music scene. So
That's what I'm saying. That's why I got some questions for him, bro.
You feel me? Like, why you pulling up now? You know? So I'm gonna skip that. But new Artist of the Year, we got some faces in. Do we have to go through the list? I just put the
You got the whole list, nigga. They nominated, right? Nigga,
I feel you.
the
New
whole
Artist
shit.
of the Year, Astral Bitch. That's crazy, name. Axel and Lolo.
That's the name?
Bori Rock, Kate Crush,
Shout out Bodie.
Chrysalis, I think that's how they say it. Clark D, Nate Speaks,
Shout out Clark. Shout
Tori
out Nate.
Tori, Velvet Dreamin', and Yet to
Tori.
Bloom. Okay, so you know the people who've been on the pod
That's
before.
an interesting one.
Clark, Nate. There's some heavy hitters on it. And I got my pick.
You're asking who I think is gonna win that?
Yeah. And I'll break the ice. I'll break the ice.
You gonna say Nate Speaks?
It should be Nate Speaks.
Because
Because one, that doesn't take any discredit from Clark, but I just wouldn't say he's new. And that's
the only
that's
reason
just
why I
my
would say Nate
perspective
Speaks.
type.
That's
You know
the
what I
only
mean?
reason.
But in terms of like someone coming out of this, like coming out of nowhere, and I'm not gonna say Nate Speaks came out of nowhere, but like for her to drop her debut album earlier in the year or a couple months ago, and you know just have the traction that she had when she won the Chamber.
How many albums
and everything
does Clark have? You
Clark
have
has
No,
No,
album. We're talking about albums.
I'm hip. Catharsis. He's got
And
the
then-
Family Affair joint. He dropped
He
Propaganda.
has one before Catharsis, too.
Propaganda.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's like, is it word semantics or are they trying to focus on the word out, or are you focusing on the word album?
Well, I'm not talking about album. I'm talking about artists.
New Artist of the
I'm
Year.
hip.
New artists. of the year.
I feel like a
said
lot of it is the...
And that goes for the same. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that goes for the same with Boy. I just wouldn't call him a new artist.
It's the calendar year is what they're... And that's kind of the conversation I was having with Tomo
When
off
you
camera
look at
yesterday.
Clark's Spotify, his earliest shit is a single posted in 2019 and an album posted, which is Catharsis 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
But
wonder
he
how many
had
he considers
music.
his
Maybe
albums.
he removed it or something. But he had
He did
music
talk
out for
about
a way
taking
grip
shit
before
down.
that. No
Probably
bullshit.
did.
That's crazy. That's good marketing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Clark. You know?
Say y'all picks.
I think Nate got it. I feel like Bordy could get this shit. No bullshit.
With the run
Bordy
he's
been
been
doing
on.
some crazy shit.
That's the thing. He's been on a run.
The thing is, bro.
Honestly, it should be Bodie in my opinion.
Yeah, bro. Like, I feel like he's doing some legendary shit within the culture, bro. You feel me? Like, the shit that's going on, bro. Like, on an actual national level, bro. You feel
Yeah,
me?
no facts.
He's around niggas in Griselda and shit that's
Facts.
actually
Yeah,
pushing
no,
a different
I
part
feel
of the
you.
culture. It's not just like we was talking about the modern boom bap shit. You feel me? That's a whole new wave of shit that's going on.
Yeah.
So I see him as one of the artists that's like
Really
kind of
propelling
be
that.
in the forefront of that
For sure.
shit.
And I
Pushing
wouldn't
that
be
shit.
mad about it either.
I could imagine though, knowing him, he would also be like, I'm not a new artist. I'm not.
Nah, I spoke
I'm
to
not
him.
with that shit.
That's why he don't give a fuck about this. He don't
He
care
is
though.
kind of a new artist though.
And
You look at
that's
when he
what-
started dropping, it was like
bro.
2018, 2019.
That's
bro.
what people gotta understand.
bullshit.
Like you gotta see it as like
So what is
double
the
If you
window?
ever
What
sit
is
down
the
and hear a
window for
conversation with him,
What is
bro,
the window for being considered new?
When they get hip to you.
Nah, it's not even when they get hit to you.
You tell me 2018, that's not new.
I feel like from experience, it's really when you start promoting yourself in that way, like
bro.
EP, album, yo, I'm releasing my album.
And that's
If
why I
you-
brought up that point with Clark.
Not even that,
Then
bro.
That could be the argument for Clark, where it's like he started saying, no, like propaganda is an album. I need y'all to treat this like an album. It's
If
not
you
just
start
me putting out
dropping,
music.
Yeah.
if you start
Maybe.
dropping music in 2019, you tell me that's not a new artist, bro? That's only 3 years.
That's
Yeah.
4 years.
4 years.
That's new artists, bro.
That's
I feel
Bro,
like
if you have a 4-year-old, bro,
Can I be-
a 4-year-old is a child, my nigga. If you
Bro,
only been doing
when you
something
put
for
into
4
different
years,
contexts,
bro,
it's gonna have a
is that
different
not a
meaning,
new?
bro.
Is that not a new
It's gonna have
artist?
different
bro?
contexts.
Clark
It's gonna
winning
have
this-
Bro,
different
there's niggas in
contexts.
Boston that's been making
Hold
music
up.
for over 10 years, bro.
I hear
Can I
you.
be honest with you? Clark winning this award is like Chance winning Best New Artist. It's like, yeah, I guess the debut album dropped this year, but come on, dog. Like, we know you've been doing this for a while. And
The
that's
thing
why,
is, too-
and my only argument against Bori,
I see what you're going with that.
my only, Bori's a volume shooter.
That don't matter.
I don't, you think he has a better album than Neighborhood Healer?
Have you listened to On Dogs?
I have listened to his music.
I said, have you listened to On
Yeah, you
Dogs?
should have listened to the project.
Nah. Can't say that.
Well, listen to that shit.
But that's why he's a volume
have you
shooter.
listened to, have
you
you
know
listened to
me?
Wavy Bullet?
Like that, but
Wavy
Actually,
Bullet,
yeah, actually, yeah,
Wavy
actually, yeah,
Bullet is a
actually,
dope
yeah.
Nigga,
album.
that shit's a force.
Wavy
bro.
Bullet is
But I'm saying with
fire.
every project that he dropped after that,
Blueprint.
it's like it takes away
He hasn't dropped a project after Wavy
because
Bullet.
when you
That's the
drop
most recent
so
shit.
much,
Nah, he
it
did.
kind of takes away from like where do you want the
I
focus
don't like
to
that.
be at?
I don't
Does
like
it?
that because now
I-
that's a
kinda-
personal standard that you're bringing into it.
He did drop after Wavy Bullet though. Y2K.
I don't really count that. No bullshit.
Niggas said I don't know count.
No, I
the
don't
shit
count that.
nigga
That's what I'm saying.
dropped.
Niggas bringing
Bro,
it
no,
personal standards now.
Bro,
Like,
Maka dropped that. Bordy didn't drop that. It's a difference. It's
Either
a
way,
difference.
either
Like I
way.
fucked with
It's a
Hoop Gospel,
It's a producer album.
but then since
Maka dropped it.
since Hoop Gospel, he's dropped On Dogs, Hoot Waves, MG, NTK, Dogston to Hootie York.
Magnetic.
Magnetic
so
was
because
fire.
he has
Magnetic, my fault.
So because
Wavy
he has,
Bullet and Y2K. How many of that
Wait, but
will y'all
listen.
honestly say y'all have
I
listened
don't
to?
like that though.
I listen
I've
to
listened to-
Magnetic,
yeah.
On Dogs, and Wavy Bullet.
Just because he has a
And I
high
think-
I haven't
output,
listened to
Dogston
On
and
you're gonna
Dogs,
Boston, I
discredit
think.
that now.
But I've listened to Wavy
The
Bullet.
high output only gets discredited when the field goal percentage
You know why he has a
isn't
high
as
output?
high as the more.
You know
the
why
more
he has
you
a high
shoot.
output? Because he's
The
a
vo-
new artist and he's like, I got all this
Yeah.
energy to come out,
Nigga,
bro.
look at Drake, bro. Look how many times Drake is dropping.
And niggas will say you don't need to drop that often,
Look at
bro.
Wayne, bro.
People will say Wayne didn't need to drop that often, bro.
Nigga, what?
Bro, if you
From like 07 to fucking
That's not true. Who's saying that?
2013.
Yeah, because are they
nigga,
saying
like,
it
saying
then? Or are they saying it now?
They're saying it now. Who's saying it back then when that nigga was dropping every
but that's the
fucking
thing. That's the
like,
thing.
quarter,
If-
nigga?
If you gonna do it like that, everything got to be undeniable, and that's no shot to Bori because I'm gonna say because I haven't even
That's not true.
heard it enough to be
Either
like.
way, I'm giving arguments on both ends. I personally don't think he's a new artist. But if I'm picking out that list, I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm starting to understand the perspective more. No bullshit. Because when you really do look at it, like, there's artists that have been doing this shit for a grip, bro.
Bro,
No
20
bullshit.
plus years.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Not even like thinking, I'm not even thinking about 20 plus years. I'm thinking about, I'm in high school, 2014, 2013. I'm seeing niggas doing this shit, that's still doing this shit. You feel me? But when
Yeah.
nigga did that shit in 2018, 2019, that is fairly new, bro. I feel like under 5 years is new. You feel me?
Okay.
Maybe
So that's
may-
what I was asking. What's
maybe you think-
what's
what
the
would-
range?
what
Maybe
would be
Keys
new?
win
What
from
would be new
last
to
year
you?
What would
distorted
be new
my
to me?
idea
Yeah.
because like that showed me
How many
Yeah.
years, after how many years of putting your art out, not just creating art, because niggas could be creating art, but if you're not putting it out, you're not broadcasting yourself to the world as an artist. So after how many years of putting art out do you consider I'm a person like
That's
not
a
a
good
new artist
question.
anymore?
That's a good question.
they're not new after their debut album drops, bro.
Wavy
Like
Bullet
once they drop their second album, they're not a new artist to me anymore.
And you know what?
Unless it's in the same
I was about to
year.
say, so what if it's in the same year?
Unless it's in the same year, bro.
The only reason I have
And I don't want to. Let's wrap this, cause I don't want to circle because we
Yeah.
got other. You got
You
other
consider
categories
Yeet a
to
new
go to.
artist?
Who?
Yeet. That nigga dropped mad albums, bro. That nigga only started dropping like.
And that's what I want to say. That's a major label.
Artist.
That's a major label. To your point of debut,
I wouldn't say he's new to me, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got nominated for the Grammys or Double X. Was he in the Double XL first?
He get nominated for a Grammy is crazy.
He's not doing that shit.
So I'm just saying.
So do you consider independent albums debut albums? Because I don't. If you're not signed to a major
debut album, is when you tell me like, yo,
this is my coming out.
This is the one. This is the one to focus on, bro. You feel me? And I feel like,
which is why he brought up the coloring book.
So he had a label deal.
What, bro?
Yeah, he had a label deal with that.
What does,
bro?
Okay, so right.
No, I'm saying. The only reason I brought up
what you mean by like saying like
because the coloring book was the first time that Chance said this is an album for me.
Yes,
everything else was just
even
a project.
Though he had Acid Rain before, even though he had all these projects before where people
he never called them albums.
Hip, you feel me? But because he didn't call it an album until Coloring Book, then he gets the new artist, but it don't feel like he knew. But all that to say is, do y'all feel like there's any snubs on this list? Because
snubs.
Because when I think about it, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm biased. Come on, Nate, bro.
Come on, Nate.
Both people who dropped projects this year, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Tomo was gonna be on there. I thought I was gonna wake up to see this nigga with that photo of him doing the threes.
With the orange hoodie?
Yeah, I thought I don't
care about the artist of the year, new artist category. Needs to keep that. I want the album of the year category.
This nigga did say that.
Because new artist of the year, whatever. That means you got clout, you doing your runs, whatever.
No,
fuck
but
artist of the year means niggas. Album of the year means niggas.
Why not both?
But I feel like this
both is cool,
year,
whatever, bro.
Like 2022 and onward was your coming out year, bro. You feel me? Like obviously you've been making music. Bro, I've known you since 2017.
I was about to say, I think since like 2020.
Dose.
Yeah. I dropped Dose in 2020. It's like, yeah, you feel me? But hey, bro, it is what it is.
So and the thing is, the way your peers even speak about you, bro. You know what I mean? Like hearing the video of Giles on Do Over Don't, and the way he spoke on like you're just creative genius. A lot of people.
That's just crazy how I heard that shit too, nigga. Me and this nigga HAAWWS is in studio. So I was watching this shit prior to me pulling up on him because he has a spot in the same spot that I have office in. So I was watching it upstairs and I pause it. I come down. He's at a later part in the interview than me. We chopping it up. I just hear a nigga say Tomo. I'm like what? I swear, nigga. I'm like, yo. And he's like, yeah, Tomo. Da, 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 da. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Give him praise for being a good human being. Yeah.
Huh?
Did you go to his room and like, yo, like this is real shit?
Giles don't have a stew in that.
He said, I had a stew.
Oh,
yeah.
you got you. My fault. Okay, got you.
Yeah, but now that was interesting.
So that was big praise. And like I said, bro, if they don't know, your peers know, but they know you hustling, bro.
I do want to say that Nate not being on that list though is kind of crazy because I've been telling him every time that I see him is like, yo, his rollouts is getting better because he was someone on this podcast that talked about branding and marketing as an artist and putting yourself out there.
You should have at least got on the album EP list for the year.
Yeah,
the Hill shit was crazy.
For photos,
they snubbed them last year for the Human God shit.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's like you acknowledge he's on it, like you know he exists because you nominated his podcast.
Yeah,
for sure.
But then you didn't recognize him as an artist.
I think by the time that
you think the podcast had anything to do taking away from that?
I think it do.
You think so?
Nah, it doesn't.
He's getting nominated for 4 categories.
But I do see the time that by the time that Nate does get his recognition, it will be Artist of the Year because he is at that, like he makes that,
he's at that
caliber. Yeah, he makes that caliber.
I think the podcast devalues niggas' credibility as artists.
I don't think.
I think it's
because your personality is too accessible.
There is a part where that is true.
No, I hate hearing that. But that's not a true narrative anymore, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think anymore.
Nigga, what artist is in the game that's currently rapping with a podcast? Don't say Yachty because that shit don't count.
I was just about to say.
Listen,
but all these niggas hop on podcasts, bro.
Fuck the podcast shit, bro. You have artists, some of the biggest artists in the world, bro. They're so accessible. You can go in their store, you see every single fucking hour of their life.
That's different.
How's it different?
It's different.
That's even more accessible.
Because it's not a podcast.
It's social media. That's what you're saying?
Bro.
Yeah, it's not a podcast.
I shouldn't know what the fuck you're thinking about what you ordered and how you're complaining about it and shit like that.
Never
it's interesting you say that because they say artists, they like for the opposite, this is like, yo, you need to be telling them what you're thinking about. You need to tell them what you're cooking. You need to tell them what you brush your teeth with. Yeah. It's like, yo, but it's interesting to hear you have that take.
It's not about the accessibility of it being a mystique thing, but it's like you're on a podcast, so you're a podcaster. You're a podcaster. You're doing this.
I feel like that makes you.
Well, no, actually, I kind of see what he's saying in the sense of like when you're talking about the people who make themselves mad accessible, they're making like the information that they're making accessible is about them. It's all about them. You feel me? Like when you're a podcaster, you're now deflecting mad energy into like
not even
other topics, other people.
Not even in that sense, bro. It's a thing of boxing people in, bro. If you're an artist, be a Like, for me, if you're a rapper, be a rapper. If you're a singer, be a singer, bro. You feel me? If you're a podcaster, be a podcaster. If you're a designer, do this.
You saying that is so interesting. You saying that is very interesting to me.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's how it should be, but that's how people consume shit.
Or perceive
when you do too many things, bro, people like, bro, you're doing too much. Pick one thing. Like, this is too much. Like, oh, you're this, so I'm gonna acknowledge you as this. I'm not gonna acknowledge you as an artist, bro. I'm gonna acknowledge you as whatever I see is.
That's an even larger conversation though, because that's really only here in our marketplace. That's only in Boston, in New England, where they do that. That's what Kanye
was talking about when he was trying to get into fashion and shit.
They boxed them in,
no bullshit. You feel me? Niggas is like, whatever niggas want to choose to see you as, what they gonna see you as. This nigga Rocker told me that the clothes made me lose my credibility as a rapper. Because after the chamber, mad niggas was coming up to me like, yo, bro, you really be rapping, bro. I never see you rap like this, nigga. Them songs been out, bro.
Yeah, that's just because niggas is under a rock. You can't control
niggas' ignorance.
Yeah.
What they don't know, they don't know. Be happy that niggas recognize anything that you're putting out.
I'm not mad about it, but I understand. Like, that's making me come to an understanding. You feel me? It's a lot of self-reflection. Because I'll put some shit out, like, I'll just push it out. I don't expect everybody to see it. But you feel me? Like, when you shock people by just showing them something that, like, it's been already done, it's like, damn, all right, what am I not doing enough to market this shit to make sure niggas see it?
What I will say to that point, maybe speaking from my own personal experience, and I'm sure you can relate, what it does do is that it shifts your focus in different periods of, the time that you have to allocate to different things. 1 week, I can imagine
speak to this too, bro.
Feel me? Like 1 week, I'm fucking sitting crazy, editing pictures, taking shoots out of that. I can't focus on other projects that I'm working on.
More niggas probably hit you for shoots than they are to get you for some beats, nigga. No bullshit.
I can say it's true, where it's like being and tapping into so many different fucking bags. There's only one thing you can focus on truly at one time. Multitasking is not a real thing, bro.
Facts.
Putting 50% effort into one thing, 50% effort into another, it's like you're
get
diluting
0% done.
Your hyper focus ability. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So.
What I will say though, with you guys roll out for Mind of a Hustler, if you don't next year get nominated as Best New Artist, I gotta check in with the committee. I gotta see what's going on, because that's kind of crazy. Because I feel like that was a moment that's undeniable. Across, doesn't matter what it is that you're doing, what your focuses are. If you don't know, you do know. Y'all created an undeniable moment with that rollout and putting together that gallery.
Thank you.
And so I think to your point about being on people's radar, that's kind of what it is. And they spoke about that with the branding. It's just like, yo, how often are you putting faces, but to your point, as this specific thing? How often are you in our faces as a rapper, as an artist, opposed to being a podcaster or being a personality?
I was telling him, like, I'll get booked like probably 10 times the amount to vend than I would to perform. So it's like, it's
book my
definitely
nigga
about
Tomo to perform.
Shit.
No, but honestly, from the outside looking in, your brand to me, bro, the nigga who do everything. So it's like, I wouldn't even imagine boxing you in, bro, because you would literally just be ignoring so many aspects of who you are, bro. You feel me? Like, I get it in my own situation, because I've definitely put the podcasting over the music for a while, so I can completely understand people disassociating like Rob with rapper. Even though people still come up and be like, yo, I'm excited for when you do drop music. There's the people waiting for
myself included.
So I can't wait for when next year Best New Artist gonna have Rob, it's gonna have Nate, it's gonna have Tomo, and we just gonna be running.
Yeah, and I want to say this publicly too. The freestyle that you did for C-Dub.
Yeah,
bro,
crazy.
That was cool,
so now you have
bro.
to drop something, bro.
That was a crazy, hands down.
So now you have to drop
crazy.
something.
No. It's already in the motions, bro.
It's really all people know that.
It's in his Twitter header.
Huh?
It's in your Twitter header.
Oh, that's been loading.
It says loading?
Yeah.
I can't see headers anymore on Twitter, bro. No bullshit.
Update your shit, bro.
Your shit's still called Twitter. That's how I know it's done, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But nah, I'm so
my phone gonna be worth
I'm so excited to drop
day,
the clip, bro. No bullshit. I'm so excited.
Bro, you're past due though.
Very past due. But I've been stacking. So the thing is, if I had done it earlier, you might have seen another hiatus. You feel me? Now
that's true.
There will be no reason for that.
Not lying.
You know what I mean? Because now I could literally like sit down like, come. Like I literally have people just listen to my music. Yo, what you think about? And I'll run through so many songs, bro, and it feels different this time around.
Okay. You got more new shit
since the last time you heard
Since you showed us some shit. You showed me some shit. I don't know if Tomo's seen it or heard it. I mean,
oh, maybe you haven't.
Last songs I heard was the like you had some new jazz shit, then you had some melodic shit kind of that you was in the melodic bag for.
Maybe you haven't heard like 2 more tracks.
He was going with the YouTube beats and shit.
Yeah, maybe you haven't heard 2 more tracks.
He showed me
I don't know if you did
Max.
anything on the Max beat. I don't know if
but
you
there's
did
another Max beat, so that's why I feel like you might. There's one more you could hear from him.
Maybe.
Last song, yeah.
6 certain times, bro. They just gotta wait for it. But
Yeah,
for sure. We gonna let the clip drop. What about you, bro? Are you gonna put pressure on Next now to be in that producer of the year category?
Because you got some shit coming.
Or show photographer.
Well, he doesn't do.
I don't really care about that one.
Show
See that one because like me personally, it's like I don't even want to. And no disrespect to it, but it's more so it's like after doing that kind of shit and like getting into that world, I was like I want to do more conceptual shit, which is why I'm doing shit like Mind About Hustle and shit like that. And it's like the concert shit is cool. But that really, to me, is
that ain't the shit that
not the focus right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, to that point. So it's like, I'm not worried about that one. Yeah. The producer one, though.
Because I know you've been in the lab for a long, especially with, that's another name for Best New Artist I want to see next year. Retro, what the fuck?
Retro.
Yeah.
But y'all been locked in, and I want to see what the fruits of that labor has been.
No bullshit. That's a process too. Just like, you can't rush nothing, bro.
What about you, HAAWWS? Now we on the topic. You got anything on the way?
You always do.
Check in with us.
Yeah, I feel like I'm reworking my album, to be honest. I said it was gonna come, but we was in the studio last night and I'm like, I just found the new intro. I'm in a different bag. I don't wanna.
I can tell you.
Yeah.
Shades is gone.
Yeah, Shades is gone. Ain't no more shades you could see in my eyes. You feel me? Like I feel like there was a lot of like what would be after this? What would come after Not Safe for Work? Because even some of the reviews at that album got was like, yo, this is a brash take on, and it's like, nah, I'm really still who I am, and kind of like just want to take my time with presenting myself in my most truest form, and not like feeling like I have to rush anything, because I'm in a very dope position to where I get to wake up every day and do what it is that I want to do, and that's something you cannot take for granted in this shit.
Not at all.
So I just, I'm excited for the new shit that I'm cooking up, but also like really giving myself grace, being grace with myself, because I feel like this year, and I rapped about it even on Not Safe for Work, it's just like a lot of this year has been focused on a different side of rap or a different side of the art, more so like being more business focused and business oriented. So I just been taking my time with that process, and the music has been like finding this place in that, but like I am the rapper's rapper, so that's gonna come.
I don't want to stay too long on the BMA, so basically I just want to say shout out to the artists that we talked about with the new artist category, but shout out to Key, got a few nominations for Live Artist of the Year. Her and Clark has Song of the Year.
It's a stick up.
But you can ride. Shout out to DJ Baby Indiglo. She was on the pod earlier this year for DJ of the Year. So and I know her and DJ Real P gonna be cheering for each other and hoping they win.
They got 2 nominations.
I mean 3. I feel like you're talking about
in the same category.
Like, what is it?
All the feels.
Something experience. Right? Like what's the title of the category?
It's
like Night of the Year or something.
Something like that.
It's like all the fears, all the feels, and
Silk R&B.
Silk R&B.
They doing what they gotta do.
You feel me?
No, all of the Baby in the Glow events look lit. They just don't look like they've been marketed toward me. They look like they for the girlies. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to.
Nah, niggas still pull up, bro. No bullshit.
I just gotta bring my girl.
Bro, this nigga, bro. Nah, bro. You just pop out.
I feel like you can't be Doja. You can't be just the nigga like popping into these events.
You could pull up to show
up, bro. This nigga cool. They said that shit to me like, yo, pull up. I was like, all right.
Think about this,
bro.
Nah, bro. It's like the college rule. Like you can only get.
Are you in college?
You bring in.
Are you in college?
Pull up to Chinatown, Tyler Street. It's going down.
It's there. The thing is, you just you can't buy a ticket online unless you're a femme. And then when you pull up to the door, there's limited tickets for the guys.
I respect that.
I do respect that. I love that they're curating spaces just for women. Seriously.
Exactly.
So that
I was gonna say though, the
shout out to Rob put in work for the nomination for
shout out Rob.
And for Manager of the Year and Publication of the Year with Rob Put in Work TV. And that's something that just got jump started. I don't feel like we even seen the full effect of what that's gonna be, because they got Spirit of the Warrior coming out, like rolling out like.
I can tell you Rob's about to come very different with it, but I'm glad he's also getting his recognition. That's why it's dope that because there's individuals like him who have been doing this for a while.
Facts.
So having a category that actually
highlights them.
Yeah, highlights them is really dope to see, because I hopefully that also is kind of inspiration for people that are coming up that want to do the same thing. Absolutely. And it's just like, yo, we have something to look forward to. Like we have something to work towards.
I feel like there's mad different lanes right now. No bullshit.
It is.
You want to be involved in the community. I feel like there's mad different things.
Very exciting time.
Make sure you're very intentional with what you're doing, bro. No bullshit. I feel like a lot of niggas just doing shit just to try some shit. Yeah. That's cool. Not saying you can't try new things out, but don't submerge yourself in something and involve other people if you gonna like try some shit out. You feel me? Tell shit.
And biggest shout out to the artists who didn't get nominated, for the people who feel like they got personally snubbed, who feel like, oh, I got a little bit more work to do.
I don't think there's no such thing as a snub, bro. Niggas either.
I'm sure people woke up today and was like, I see all my friends, or I see like the people I'm around.
Yeah.
And they might feel a way like they're not getting the acknowledgement.
Nigga, fuck that.
But
if
your time is coming,
bitch. No bullshit.
Whoa, I'm talking about people like we probably like call friends, bro. I ain't doing all that.
Bro,
I'm saying keep working. Keep working. That's literally what I'm saying.
Time out.
It's much love.
To be fair, both of y'all are right.
Bro, I
went up all right. What I will say is, calling them bitches wild.
Bro, you a bitch,
the energy. Bro. Okay, stop.
The thing is, bro, I have a whole explanation for this.
What I will say is though, it's like, yo, don't take that shit personally. Just work harder and show them niggas you really like that.
Let me explain.
And just because they're your friends doesn't mean I should be on the same playing field as them. You feel?
No.
Bro, let me explain, bro. Let me explain myself, nigga. No bullshit. 2 weeks ago, nigga, we went up on CWTFB, bro. I said I was gonna get nominated for Marvelous. You feel me? I ain't get nominated. I ain't have here complaining.
Y'all said you was gonna win the chamber.
No, yeah, no bullshit. Nigga,
you just been lying,
bro. Nigga, it's life, bro. I ain't lying. Confident, it's believing in myself, nigga. At the end of the day, these are things that's not within my capability, bro. I'm not deciding these things, bro. All I'm doing is I'm focused on myself. I'm not doing it to win these things, or no, for the chamber, I was doing it to win it. You feel me? Like I was picking the songs and shit, but I'm not making my music to win an award. I'm making my music so I'm putting out great art. You feel me?
Yeah, for
bro.
you.
If you trying to make your music with the goals of trying to win an award, you're not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Because nigga,
wait, so why was it a problem when I say I'm not making music or doing the things I'm doing for the sake of blowing up? I say I'm gonna control the things I can control, and then whatever happens, I can't. It's beyond my control. Yeah, so don't you have the same logic right now?
What's up, bro? I say you're doing a podcast saying you're not trying to blow up. That's a difference,
nigga. I didn't say I'm not trying to blow up. I'm saying that's not how you. That's to me. That's not how I blow up.
Yeah. You can't have that mindset.
Blowing up is not. See how do I blow up today? Like that don't work, nigga, bro.
I be trying to weave my shit so I can weave this shit, but now I gotta get into this. All right, boom. Yo, so you said
we don't gotta do it, bro. We don't gotta. Bro. I'm right, bro. It's okay.
With the music shit, bro, I view art as a form of expression, bro. There's many artists that don't even bro. There's many artists that don't even post their work. There's nobody that does a podcast that's not trying to post your podcast. If you're doing a podcast, bro, it's to blow up. You feel me?
That's not necessarily true.
You could be an artist and never post your art or never share your art. If you're doing a podcast is meant to be shared.
Do you feel like podcast is art?
No.
See, you're wrong.
It's not.
Let me tell you, bro.
I feel like it's therapeutic.
I was about to say that. There's probably people who feel even stronger than me.
So then that means you feel like radio personality is not an art form.
It's not.
He's bugging. Hold on.
So Angie Martinez is not an artist?
She is. In her own respects, yes.
Interesting.
Now let me tell you something. Right? There's probably people who find this to be way more therapeutic, to be way more healing to their soul.
For them to watch it?
And like this probably like
consume it.
This probably makes their week when this shit drops, bro.
I can say personally, I watch this podcast more than I listen to music.
Yeah, y'all are missing the point.
Some people like be like, yo, I hate work. I hate that I have to go to work. And then shit drops. And you're like, yo, my day just got a whole lot.
I want him to fully explain himself.
When I'm speaking about the art and the creation, bro, I'm speaking from the creative standpoint. When I say art could be therapeutic from the creative standpoint, people might paint, make music, play the piano for their therapeutic. Do you feel like recording this podcast is therapeutic for you?
Yes.
How many times have we dropped the podcast and not posted?
Not a podcast.
This is a video that it plays multiple roles in our lives, bro. What are you talking about?
So then, all right, right? Then what's the point
of
posting?
I said this many times, bro.
What's the point of posting?
You know, sometimes we don't post.
It's not for the therapy.
Hold on, right?
It's not for the therapy. What's the point of posting?
Listen, right?
The benefit
Someone
of
asked
others.
me, when I was on the train, right? The nigga asked me, he said, what do I want out of the podcast? I was like, bro, I don't want anything out of the podcast. This shit is a time capsule for me, bro. This shit is a time capsule for me. I'm documenting. Nigga. No, but listen to me, bro. Listen to what I'm saying.
So you don't want to do shit with this podcast.
Bro, listen to what the fuck I'm saying. The same way you saying, yo, hear me out. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Do I want things for the podcast brand? Absolutely. You feel me? I want us to reach, as many people as possible. I want us to gather all the things that we can off of what we do, right? In terms of like the same way when Nick's asked me, do I want to blow up? What did I say? I said what I said. I don't got to repeat myself. In terms of what I'm saying right now, bro, this shit is literally a time capsule for me, bro. I'm documenting my progression as a person, as an artist, my nigga. If you don't see it that way, that's you. But to shut that down for other people, bro, That doesn't really make sense.
Let me tell you,
it doesn't make
all I'm
sense.
saying,
Tomo,
bro,
you're
all
gonna
I'm
be
saying,
60 years old,
bro.
Glad as hell you did this
Bro,
shit. I'm gonna tell you that, bro.
all I'm saying is podcast is not art. It's not art. You can't call it art. It's not art.
You wrong,
It's
bro.
not art, bro.
So then why
Dion
are they
shaking his head,
nominated
bro.
at an arts award show?
Facts.
Nigga, they nominate at the Boston Music Awards, and they only nominate music podcasts that talk about music, which is an art.
You don't think there's an art to putting niggas on?
No, it's a science to it.
An art to like bringing more attention to the music culture?
It's not, bro. Do you understand what art is, bro?
Yes.
What is art?
Creation.
No.
Intentional creation.
right, that's a
Intentional
little bit
creation meant to be consumed.
Bro, let me explain to you what art is,
No,
bro.
we're not gonna stay on this. I really want to talk
Yo,
about the
you
chamber.
play a word,
No,
bro.
I want to talk about the chamber,
bro. Because like,
he agree with me, bro. Hey, let's
Podcast
move on.
not art, nigga.
Hey, man.
Bro, you see me out,
That's
bro.
the episode. Podcast is not art.
That's
That's the episode title. Hey, man, we gotta talk about the.
interesting.
We gotta talk about the ultimate iron chamber, and we're gonna speak on it from a perspective. I think we can speak on our perspective and be open about the whole conversation. But we're definitely gonna revisit this conversation next week when we have Nate on the podcast, and we're gonna have Sanye, who's the grandmaster of the chamber, who ended up winning the whole event. We're gonna have him on the podcast next week. We're gonna chop it up and get all types of perspectives from them, because that's gonna be interesting. But we got our own perspectives. We watched the event. You was there, HAAWWS.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel? Okay, so for the people who weren't there, and sorry for the people who were looking forward to the live
It was mad.
to the
niggas in
live
there.
stream.
There was a lot of people there.
Yo, y'all could have did the live stream, bro.
Nah,
was
because
doing
we
it.
The thing
couldn't,
is-
bro. Because the thing is, we couldn't get the sound.
Not the live stream,
We
but
couldn't
I'm saying you
connect
could
to
have
the sound
posted you
system.
could have posted the recording. Like y'all could have kept recording after I stepped on the wire.
I
bro.
did.
That didn't
I
happen.
wanted to.
Nigga trying to blame that shit on
I
me,
just wanted
nigga.
to.
He was the person that stepped on the wire.
Nigga, you could see it, bro.
He
You could
was.
see me step
He
out
was.
of
He
frame,
was.
and then as soon as I stepped out of frame, it was like
That shit's fucked up.
But that shit got fixed right after, bro.
It did.
No,
but
but you took that as an omen to be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't just keep recording.
No, it's not
I'm
that.
happy you said you, not we.
No, it was a personal decision on my part. I will say it was because, first of all, it already felt like it was going the wrong way in the sense of, and if I could go back in time, I'd go back a couple of days and like get the whole audio situation situated instead of trying to figure out the audio literally while people are
Was it
walking
a last
through
minute
the door.
decision to do the stream?
No, because
No,
we
we
knew
been
we
knew
were
we
gonna
was
do a
doing that.
stream, but like we weren't able to get into the building until like 5 o'clock or something. And then even then they had the sound system. I mean the sound people for the venue had to take care of some other stuff. Had to set up the sound for the stage before they could even take care of us. And by the time it got to that part, like it couldn't, like we connected it to the roadcaster for some reason. The audio sounded super muffled. So then we're like, all right, fuck it. We're
That's
gonna
'cause
go.
that sound system was
It was
booty.
very booty, no bullshit. And it was off, and then we did it off the camera microphone. We had the camera microphone picking it up. So I was already feeling away, like, so that's why I didn't live stream it, because I couldn't I couldn't mix the audio.
yeah.
So like
I
I'm not
feel
about to have technical issues on the air. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna record it.
I think that's a good thing though.
What?
Niggas, I think it's a good thing that there's no live stream. Niggas should have been there.
That's a fact.
Stop
I
trying to
also
watch
said-
shit on live stream. Pull up, bro. Stop being homebody. Pull
No,
up.
there will be opportunities in the future. Because I was disappointed that there isn't, something for people to go back to and watch. Because you might not have been able to go, whether you were working, whether you were in a different state, whatever reason. You got to stay with your little brother, whatever the case
Could
is.
not been feeling well.
You know what I mean?
So that
All-
event
Some
is
people
all
got
ages.
social anxiety, bro.
So-
It's like they shouldn't miss out on shit because
Yeah, you don't want to hear my opinion on
With that-
anxiety.
yeah, stop.
With that being said, with all that
Everybody have
culmination,
anxiety, bro.
once Tomo stepped on the wire, I was like, fuck it. I'm just trying to enjoy the event at this point. You
Type
know what I
shit.
mean? That's just what it happened. But that was a legendary night. Sure. Even with the audio issues, we had based on our predictions, we was wrong, nigga. We was
Bro,
wrong.
every round my answer changed.
I seen
Big Sosa fucking ran through the fucking competition like Jesus, bro. She came out, she did a remix to No Music. She had everybody, No
You
Music.
said a
the-
remix to No Music.
She didn't do a remix, but
She
she
just did
rapped,
No Music.
A
she rapped
rendition.
on people,
Yeah.
doing No
Kill
Music.
that shit.
You know what I mean? And then from there, like, she just like no one could really stand in her way up until the last round. But let's talk about that first round. The very much anticipated Tomo versus
I have an
Nate.
opinion.
Bro, we gotta wait till Nate's here, bro.
I have an
I
opinion.
wanna hear
Come
Tomo's
on.
I only have one
perspective at
opinion I'm gonna
least.
share today.
What's up?
I think they should have put me and Nate last.
Yeah, they definitely should.
I think
For sure.
that
Last
was
as in
bad
the
and
first
so,
round.
Yeah, you feel me?
Got you, yeah.
I think it would have built more anticipation.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
I don't think they should have had y'all in the first round.
or going up against each other.
Has to
That's
be
my
first.
thing
I'm
about
saying
curation.
y'all shouldn't have gone up against each other in the
Yeah,
first
no,
round.
like-
I think that did make sense. Bro.
Y'all could have been a
Nah.
They did it on
semi-final or
some
something.
seed shit where it was like, he won the first one. I won the last one.
I don't care about seeding, bro.
Yeah,
I care
bro,
about what's
no,
the
a
best
show.
for the show. You
Yeah,
feel me?
a
Because
show,
if I
bro.
know, like,
niggas want stories.
Yeah, bro. Storyline,
like,
bro.
heavy
still think-
favorites, one of them is gone. Like,
Bro,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
first
think-
round, that sucks,
I
bro.
still
Yeah.
think that's a good decision, bro. No bullshit, because
My
there's
nigga,
heavy
it
hitters
is
on the
a
other side of
tournament.
the bracket, bro. I don't think of a Nate and Tomo in the finals, bro.
I didn't say
That's
finals.
the best
I said
bracket
semifinal. We
possible,
could have
you
seen
mean?
y'all in the second round. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been mad about that.
I personally agree with Rob. I don't feel like that was curation wise. I don't feel like that made the
Interesting.
most sense.
I think that was an excellent decision, bro.
You feel me? But
I just don't think we should have opened the show. No bullshit.
So how did you feel like coming into the
That's an
event
interesting opinion.
and how it ultimately ended?
I missed the first round, getting there a little bit late, but I feel like there was a lot of energy in the building, and I seen the progression as the rounds kind of played out. Each round, like everybody that was going up against each other, I started to see the crowd engagement increase as the night went on, which I thought was pretty dope. I did think it was going to go in a different direction, but however, when we kind of got towards the end, and I feel like Sonye had performed that, he has that record. I forget the record, but it's like it has a real dance feel. But I knew if he was to pull that out, I already knew like he was gonna
You're gonna
whatever
go to
round,
the
next
next
round.
whatever
He
round
used
he was
against
gonna
Nate.
be in. Yeah,
Okay.
he was. Yeah, exactly. Use it against Nate. That was gonna take
But
him
I was
over the
asking,
top.
I was asking Tomo about that
So
round.
crazy,
The
bro.
chamber is a
'Cause,
crazy
right,
place.
Yo, right?
Something about these dance records, bro.
Do your homework on.
Groove Renaissance.
No.
No?
Do your homework on Nate pulling out his best songs in the first round to pull out some chip shit, nigga, in the second round, bro. No bullshit. Cause that shit would baffled me, bro.
Chip shit
I'm
was
not even gonna lie.
crazy.
Not chips. Like the music itself wasn't chips, bro.
He said that shit.
The music itself wasn't chips, bro. But to use them songs in a competition, I don't think was a good idea. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You feel me? Like
I really wish
after I had
we should
lost the
pause
first
this
round, bro, I
conversation.
walked up to this nigga. I'm like,
Because
bro,
Nate will respond to
bro.
all of these things next week.
after I lost the first round, bro, I told this nigga, yo, you gotta take this shit all the way. So then instantly when I heard the song, not so much as so the first song, the boom bap song, you feel me? He's rapping, he's spitting. But once I heard the pop shit that he did on the second song, I'm like, bro, really, bro?
And
You feel me?
I will say,
But-
someone had made a comment to me, like, I think maybe a couple people, the dancers kind of threw them off. So he had dancers during his set for that second song,
Yeah.
and they were saying it kind of threw him off.
Tomo also called that. Do your homework on Tomo calling Heart and Soul coming out on Nate's performance, nigga, and he actually did it. You feel me? I be knowing what's going on.
But I can't
You know
lie
what
to
I'm
you,
saying?
I didn't see a misstep on Nate's part, though. Like,
Yeah, we didn't see that performance, bro.
we kind of did. I did.
Like, that's when we was fixing the fucking cables and shit.
Bro,
We like,
I
what the
seen the
fuck?
whole shit.
No, but the thing is, I still peep like what was going on. Like Sonye's not as much, but I'll say that at the end of it, like I would at least think that it would be a close round. What really
Yeah.
surprised me was that me and Eves is sitting there like, all right, let's see what's about to happen.
Bro, I
And the
was
clap,
surprised.
like the cheers for Sonye were like
Crazy.
convincingly.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? It
No,
wasn't like
it was louder.
I
It was
needed,
louder.
that's what I'm saying.
I needed an in-moment recap. Like, yo, wait, what did I miss?
Like-
'Cause-
I would have thought it would have went to like split the room or something like, but it was there was no like question about it. Like Sonye had won that round, and that
This-
left me like I was
The
just
second
stunned,
song
bro.
wasn't busting,
I
bro.
feel you.
The nigga could have put out some crazy shit, bro. He didn't.
Y'all
do it,
seen
bro.
y'all seen Steph and Cam's faces when they
Yeah,
had to
they
make
didn't-
that
they didn't
verdict?
wanna
Bro.
say it.
They
You
looked
could
at
see
it
they
like
didn't wanna say
they
it.
didn't
They're
even know what the
like,
fuck they were
shit.
gonna do, bro.
Yeah.
They was just
They're
like,
like, oh shit, and they're like, we can't say
we
otherwise.
can't be biased. Like they
Yeah.
knew in that moment
Hey,
they couldn't
man.
be biased and be like, let's do it again. Like no,
man.
like
The
it
thing
was
is,
very
too,
convincing.
If I didn't forget my lines in that first song, I would have went on. And I would have went to the finals, bro. And that's what
You
Nate,
think you would
that nigga
have
should have done, bro.
You think you would have
So
beat
what happened in
Sonye?
that moment,
Huh?
bro?
Oh,
Because we
bro,
talked about this even prior to that. It's like, we clean it up. Don't
Bro.
forget your lyrics and shit.
Let me tell you this, right? All right, the first chamber that I won, I forgot the lyrics because nigga, I don't know, bro. I was just tripping that night, no bullshit. But this
Okay.
time, bro, it was really more of a mindset thing, bro. I felt like the song I was rapping was very vulnerable. I looked up, seeing all the people, I was just like, damn, nigga. And I don't know, something just got in my head. But then even like watching it back, certain niggas didn't even really notice that shit.
Yeah.
Feel me? But I
feel like
noticed
that makes
it.
sense though.
Hmm?
I feel like that makes sense.
It does.
Is that why you kind of like clutch yourself?
He
It's
knew.
like-
He knew
it's
when
like he
he
be
forgot
doing
his
that.
word. You knew
mean?
when you missed your words.
Your mark, yeah,
I
type
seen
shit.
it. I seen it in your face. You know what I mean? And it's explicit.
I
But
feel like
will
you
say,
could tell, bro. There's a part where I'm like not rapping lyrics no more.
Yeah.
It wasn't for that long because it's like I know the structure of the song. I know what
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like I can pick up at any time because I know how to perform. But
can I say though?
me not being able to
feel like that
recite
You
kinda
certain
started off
words-
mad strong. Like like I genuinely think you could have won that round too, bro.
Yeah.
That could have been a toss up. You feel me?
Yeah. I think
It really all came down to execution at the end of it.
I think I should have mixed up the songs a little bit differently too, because when I planned it, I knew it was gonna go over a little bit over 6 minutes. But I still chose to do those songs. I feel like those are powerful songs for me to do.
Like, I loved how you came out. That was very vulnerable. Show niggas like, if I'm going up against Nate, I gotta rap too. Did you feel that way a little bit?
I was just like, bro, I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna rap. You feel me? Like when I was, cause that's the thing too. Initially, after I won the Chamber 008, I was like, all right, I have to cook up some new shit to perform at this chamber. But I didn't make enough time for me to cook up new shit. So when it came time to pick my songs, I'm like, all right, I'm picking my songs very strategic. I'm like, I need a song where I'm spitting, no matter what. You feel me? Because I know the perception, whatever niggas just book me, think I'm gonna rage, whatever. Boom. I'm gonna start it off, I'm gonna rap. And not only am I rap, I'm gonna rap some personal shit so I can make a connection with the audience.
Niggas felt that.
And I'm gonna pick it up with Mirror. You feel me? Niggas who bought me,
love Mirror,
niggas fuck with that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then ended off with Fog, which is an easy song to recite and learn if you already don't know the song. And you feel me? So, but because I didn't initiate that connection through the first song, through missing those lyrics, I wasn't able to finish off and maybe I could have shortened the intro so that I have enough time to finish off the last song, you feel me? And one thing I will say, I peeped what Nate did, every song that he did in the first round had a crowd, like a call and response.
Oh yeah, when he did the whole,
it was very
do
smart.
it for the what? Do it for the thrill. Do it for like I was just like pandering. But smart.
I'm not gonna lie. I talked to Nate prior. He said he was coming very prepared. And the song that he did in the second round, where he brought out Heart
that
Soul,
nigga wasn't that prepared though.
I thought that
why
was
he didn't go to the finals, bro?
I don't know.
Nigga,
when I heard that song,
why would you pull out that second song in the second round, bro?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that song,
he gonna speak for it next week.
I'm like, yeah, this might actually take him over the top if he do this record.
I didn't think he had any missteps. I really don't.
No,
just the crowd didn't feel that round, bro.
But I think, bro.
And I'm surprised because I really would have thought like the crowd would have still like let him get like even if they didn't rock with the second song enough. Like I said, the potential of like what the third round could be or what he's gonna pull out the bag later on is enough to be like, all right, let's cheer for him. You feel me?
I think one of two things. I think he was either having too much fun or he overthought it too much. Because you could tell by that second song, he was picking that because he know he was gonna either go up against Kanye or against CKC.
Yeah.
So that's their type of style of music. You feel me? It's like I gotta do this type of like you feel me like the pop like
I'm gonna beat them at their own game.
Type of singing shit. You feel me like boom. All right, cause niggas don't know this. After the first round, he comes up to me, asks me, "Yo, you want to do We On?" Niggas don't know that. Do your homework on Nate. Want to do We On?
A lot of homework for you niggas.
A lot of homework. But nah, he wanted to do We On. So right, I think so. Either through that, like that's why I'm saying I think he was having too much fun. He's just like he's feeling it. Yo, it's a crazy event. It's mad niggas, and he's like, bro. You feel me? He loves music. He's like, I'm trying to have fun. You feel me? This is a competition, but at first I love music. I'm trying to have fun. For me, him pulling out that second song, he's just overthinking it. Thinking I need to step into this realm to do this, which I don't think he needs to do.
So you think if he stayed within his
he could have did any other song for Human God and that shit would have got him by easily.
Interesting.
Easily. Very
now,
easily.
do y'all feel like there was any other surprises during that event? Was the Maystar Sosa beating Maystar? Was that surprising?
I wouldn't call it surprising.
On paper, maybe, but once we saw it, once we saw it, it's like Sosa got that.
Very much.
Undeniably.
No. But we went into it thinking like it was gonna be like Nate or Maystar at the end of it.
I feel like Sosa is a very slept on.
I apologize. I was ignorant.
I don't think there's anything slept. It looked like a lot of people who were like, I'm here.
I feel like that night showed that.
Yeah.
But I feel like prior to that, I feel like and not to discredit that anything that Sosa's been doing.
She's been on a run lately.
She has been on a run,
performances.
But the like what you would get from Sosa in a performance setting, I feel like has been slept on. Like how far Sosa can take it. I feel like it had been slept on up until the night of the Ultimate Iron.
Before last year, she wasn't performing that much, bro. Ever since the first chamber, she's been performing mad times. You feel me? Because then niggas seen how she could actually perform. I don't think anything was surprising from that night. I will say, we know the artist, and it's like, all right, what are you gonna do in the chamber though?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's like, because you feel me, niggas see niggas perform all the time. Like, all right, what are you gonna do on this particular night to make sure that you advance into the rounds? You feel me? Type shit, because you can't just do the same shit that you always do.
And I think we saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
So
when you look at Sosa and Kanye, it's like that showed that.
Yeah,
for sure. So now we're talking about this third round. We're talking about like the narrative around it, especially like the vibes I'm picking up is like this is Sosa's chamber to lose. That's really the vibe I was getting. This is her, like, she's taking this if she don't any missteps, you know what I mean? That's not a knock to Sonny. That's literally just the type of momentum she had. So where do you guys think the misstep was in the third round?
She was forgetting her lyrics in the last song on that chamber, the Jersey Drill song. She was forgetting her lyrics. You can see and hear that she was forgetting the lyrics. That matters a lot. That's one of my reasons that I lost the first round.
For me too.
You can't forget your lyrics on stage, bro.
The song was just too chanty. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where it's just like it
She was chanting because she was forgetting the lyrics, bro.
I feel you.
Like you could saw when she started forgetting lyrics, she was just saying chamber. It might have been a new song. That might have been her first time performing a song. Yeah. But you can't forget your lyrics on stage, bro.
Especially not for a performance.
Is that the round where Kanye brought out Zaza?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of, he just had undeniable performances throughout the entire chamber.
So for the people who weren't there, he basically brought in, what's his name?
Zaza.
Yeah, Zaza.
And they did like this back and forth rap shit. And it just felt like young nigga. But like you just watched that performance and was like, that's hip hop.
Yeah.
That's hip hop, my nigga. And like the type of joy that they had, it didn't look like they was in a competition anymore. At that point, it's like, yo, this is our show, nigga. And that was just entertaining as fuck to watch. And I was just there was no doubt in my mind, like, regardless of who wins, I definitely thought Sonny should have won. And he deserved. But I'll say this is, for me personally, where the misstep was for Sosa, that we know Sosa, for the most part, for certain songs, like certain songs of hers, niggas really fuck with and look forward to, right?
Yeah.
What is Passenger Princess, Tropical Run, Sosa Black. And I feel like she used them all up in the first two rounds. And she didn't necessarily need a... First round, I get it. You're going up against Maystar. You got in, and you really don't even know. Like, you have to set the tone in the first round.
Yeah, because she's
you can't afford it. You know what I mean? But even then, she overperformed in the first round. By her second song, I was like, oh, this is a wrap. You can stop performing now. You can stop. Like, you don't need to continue.
So what round was like? I'm done.
What round was
she
the
could have,
feature?
and she still would have won.
What round was the feature?
And then in the second round, she went up against CKC, and then she brought E.T. She brought Dana, Daddy Dane. And I was like, and then she used Tropical Round once that time.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, you either do one of those two things
in a round, and then
you save the, like, whether you save the E.T. and
the feature should have been last year
for the last, or you save Tropical Runs.
I agree.
But you cannot use both of them because I didn't think you needed to use both of them in that situation. You could have gone.
She knew she was going up against a Niger nigga. She knows her people.
She's super popular. I understand. Like, I understand that she thinks like, yo, I have to get past this guy.
I have more insight on that too. Let me say this.
Right? The inside scoop.
Do your homework.
Nah, no bullshit. Do your homework. On CKC brought out his features early because Sosa brought out those features. No bullshit. He wasn't gonna bring out his features until the final round, but because Sosa brought out those features, which I honestly thought the feature performances were underwhelming due to either the sound system or rehearsal or whatever. But I think she could have.
Pimp's mic was fucked up.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, how do y'all feel about reusing songs in the chamber? Sosa did Tropical Runs in the first chamber.
And I don't mind because you know she's gonna do it again. But the thing is, I don't mind. You just have to run the risk of, like, depending on how people feel that day, they might be like, I'm over fatigued. I'm not like, that song is overused. But like, this some song, bro. If you came through and did 4 p.m., nigga, I'm not gonna be like, well, he played this at the last chamber. I'm gonna be like, that's that 4 a.m. My bad.
But nah.
And I was gonna be rapping that shit regardless how many times I've heard it.
You're right.
Oh, my fault, bro.
But not niggas, they were gonna make that a rule that you can't reuse the song.
That's stupid.
That's corny. That's corny.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Why, bro? No,
because you didn't go into your first chamber thinking that
I don't care.
Be an ultimate
good music
iron.
is good music. You don't stop a person from using a song just because they use it before. It's
anything,
a show
bro,
that we're coming to.
I think that's very on theme with the chamber, bro. Iron sharpens iron, bro. You gotta come to this shit with new shit every time.
Listen,
bro.
but I feel like you leave that up to the artists and they take that gamble.
Bro, nigga, it's not their event to create, bro. Thriller's making an event, they make the rules.
Nigga,
yo, what did you just say? What did you just say right now?
What songs they want to perform? Don't control me as an artist.
You
just perform what I want to perform.
Did anybody force you to perform in the chamber? No.
But you didn't know where it was going to end up,
You're talking about the selection of songs,
You choosing to compete in this competition, you have to commit to these rules that they say, whatever the rules is each time.
But those rules weren't established during your first chamber, so therefore...
So what the rules? Nigga, the rules change every time.
Able to, like,
during our first chamber, it was you have to do 2 songs. Now it's just how many songs you can do under 6 minutes.
But that doesn't limit my discography. Like, limiting my discography is crazy. Bro.
It doesn't limit,
especially for our chamber, because now you're punishing the artists with smaller discographies.
Bro, in our chamber, it was limited in our discography. Cause say we wanted to do 3 songs, you could only do 2.
But at the end of the day, you knew you had the potential to do 6.
Chambers like Max doing 6 fucking songs in the first chamber. You feel me? But peep this. I feel like if anything, it pushes the artist to be a better artist, bro. Because
I understand the intention.
If you don't have enough discography, make more, bro. Because that's the thing too. What that's going on in the scene right now. Niggas is getting booked for a lot of shows. Niggas doing the same set at every show, bro. Niggas need to push themselves to try and do.
Do you not
shit.
think that's preparing them for the real world, bro? That's how it is when you're a major artist on tour.
That's different.
Going around. That's the same shit, bro.
That's different,
You
bro.
gotta figure out how to fucking balance yourself and get your shit done.
Nigga, that's different, bro.
Drake is about to drop a whole project right now. Niggas on a fucking domestic tour. What are you talking about?
You don't understand. Second off, what, bro?
Listen, but let me explain. Do that shit. Hold on,
bro, let me explain.
Listen, because my opinion is still valid, bro.
Let me explain.
That's just common sense, my nigga. Listen to what I'm saying, bro.
If you performing in a different city every night, it's different people hearing your music every night. If you're performing,
you're a national artist, bro. What are you talking about?
Let me finish.
What are you talking about?
Let me finish, bro. If you're performing at multiple events in the same city and the same people are pulling up, why do people want to hear the same set from you every time, bro? Does that make sense, bro?
That is not even to the point that you made initially.
Yes,
you're talking about don't perform the same songs. You should be performing more music, making more songs.
Let me tell you right now.
That's what every artist goes through, bro.
If I went to the Drake concert and that nigga only played Honestly Nevermind and what's it called? CLB, I'd have been fucking tight. I'd have been like, nigga, I did not wait to go to a Drake concert for you not to play the classics as well.
You're not understanding, bro. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm saying at all, bro.
I can understand. I can understand what you're saying.
No, you literally disagree.
Based off of what you're saying, bro. I still disagree because you're taking away
break it down
from
a
the
little further, bro. I want to break it down a little further, bro. I'm saying same set list as in order. Like, bro, if I pull up, if a nigga has a show this month and I pull up, I see him perform the songs 1 through 5 in that order. Nigga has another show next week. I was like, yo, I was fucking with that show. Let me pull up to this show next month. I pull up, performs the same exact songs in that same exact order. Why the fuck I'm gonna keep pulling up to the shows? You feel me?
Wait, so is that what you're trying to say?
So more so,
hold on. Wait, hold on.
Shouldn't be booking the same people over and over and over.
Huh?
Hold on.
People who are booking these shows should not be taking the same people over and over.
We're going in different
directions.
Bro, you can, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not. The thing is, bro. If it's different events, bro. Yes, bro. What?
Can I ask you a clarifying question?
You're getting booked by different people. It's not the booking agent.
Chill. Let me ask you a clarifying question. Are you saying that you're against people in the chamber using the same song or using the same song in the same orders and not switching out anything from their last performance?
For the chamber, I don't care. I'm saying it. Listen. No. I expanded it past that. I said the chamber thing was a good push to artists so that like if they did that, you can't perform the same songs. It's a good push to artists to be like, maybe I should start switching my sets up for each set that I have in general in performances. Because a lot of times you'll pull up, you see an artist do the same songs over and over and over and over, bro. Mm-hmm. Niggas gotta switch their shit up and do new shit, bro.
And let me say this.
Example, I've seen C4 perform many times, bro. I don't think I've seen him perform the same song more than like 2 times, bro.
And that's amazing. And that's why I think you give the artist the choice because they're gonna have to face that same reality when they're performing and they're doing their own shows and they're gonna have to balance too. Like if I play the same shit I was playing last year and then the crowd's not feeling me, you're not surprised. And you run that same risk when you come into the chamber and you play the same shit
too, bro. Because niggas is still popping out to every performance and cheering niggas on, bro. Even though, but nobody's gonna say nothing. Niggas will just stop pulling up. Nobody's gonna say nothing though. Like niggas doing the same songs over and over. Nobody's gonna say nothing. You feel me? I seen Nate did this shit a couple times, bro. No bullshit.
The only pushback I have to that.
Let's hear.
The only pushback I have to that is the analogy of iron sharpens iron. If you're gonna do the same 1 through 5 that you did in the first chamber as like a returning what do they call it again?
Content.
I see redemption.
Yeah, as in their like redemption or you coming back to the chamber, whatever the case may be. The idea of the chamber is to give your best performance. It doesn't matter if you're performing the same songs. You're supposed to be giving the best performance. So if your performance has stepped up from the time that you went and then you lost and you're coming back and you have a different performance, it's different energy, it's better, then that's what is supposed to be being commended. That's what's supposed to be being observed. That's what's supposed to be being celebrated. Not necessarily the songs that you're doing, because you could be performing the songs better than you did when you first went into the chamber. So when you talk about iron sharpens iron, it's supposed to be getting better. The idea is supposed to be getting better at performing, not necessarily the songs. Because what if you didn't create any new songs?
Make sure you
understand what you're saying, but I don't agree, bro.
I'll say this.
And this is coming from a nigga that did the same song that I did in the first chamber.
Perspective, bro, how disappointed would they be if you came out to, come support Sosa or whatever, and you excited to see her, and then she don't play none of the tracks that you're mad. She don't play Tropical Runs. She don't do Sosa Black.
But I
she don't
think
do
you're
your
a
favorite
bad
track.
fan, bro. I think you're a bad fan.
But bro, you have to understand as a fan, it's very hard to get into a performance where you've never heard any song. It's one thing if they switch it up here and there, but you could still
Nigga,
play some shit that you've heard before.
Unreleased for the first round, nigga. Are you crazy?
I feel like that's hard because Nate
I
is an
haven't
MC.
even heard them songs, nigga. Nobody heard them. You probably heard them. He played them for you in the whip, right? Exactly. Nobody heard them songs, nigga. You had the whole crowd lit. It don't matter, bro.
It all depends
If you're
on
a
what
good
your
artist,
objective
good
is.
performer, you'll do it. Nigga, don't make excuses.
A
Niggas
part
like
of
to
me
make excuses,
agrees.
be lazy, and
I
be
also just don't
complacent,
think
bro.
that you
Fuck
gotta.
that shit.
I just don't think you gotta make that rule. If you want to hold yourself to that standard, cool.
That's the thing.
I just don't
It's
think there
their
has to be a
event.
hard
It's
rule.
their event. They can make the rule, bro. It's their event. If you don't like it, don't compete, nigga.
I don't think that's the direction they want to go in. But hey, we off that.
That's all I'm saying. Everybody too bitch, man.
Oh
Nigga,
my
nigga,
God.
bro.
He's
It ain't even
wildin'.
bitch in the word of the sense, bitch, bro. Niggas is, bro. Yo, my
say
nigga,
a different word
bro.
if you don't mean
Bro,
it.
nigga,
But
stop being lazy.
You know what's crazy,
Stop
though?
being
But you know what's
complacent.
crazy?
Huh?
You're literally, you describe yourself.
Huh?
Because you said,
You say
I
you
wanted to
call-
perform new music. I didn't have the time to, so I didn't make new songs. That's the same shit. You gotta learn how to fucking balance your show.
No. You're
balance and
misconstruing
get
what I'm
shit
saying,
done,
bro.
Is that not what you said, Tomo?
I said I wanted to make some new shit to perform at the thing.
And you didn't.
Bro, I perform new music still, bro. That music is still new.
the
That
point
first
is-
song I never performed it. You're missing the point of why I wanted to do that. I wanted to perform songs that I could have a call and response.
Listen. And
It
all
has
I'm
nothing to
saying
do
is-
with the.
and all I'm
Bro,
saying is-
niggas never see me perform that song,
Listen,
bro. So what are you even talking about
listen.
right now?
All I'm saying is, as an artist, you need to understand life is not going to be catered to you. You got to figure out how to push yourself as an artist no matter what environment you're in. You feel me? If you get in a position where you fucking put yourself in a hole performing the same music and no one's popping out and supporting you no more, that's because you didn't fucking adapt and grow as an artist. That's on you. Simple as that.
So what you talking about? Nigga,
All
I
right,
perform all new
let's,
music.
let's
nigga.
end it on that. Simple as
bro.
that, right? Let's end it at that.
Well, you
All
ever
right, man.
been performing
Before we
songs,
get
nigga?
out of here, I really let's expand
Never.
it. Let's expand it past Boston music. Let's talk about this song that just dropped. We had a J. Cole verse that
Man, I ain't trying to listen to
kind of
this shit.
shook the internet.
There's no headphones, nigga.
Bro, we gonna listen to it and then we gonna cut back.
Hey, what's good? I know you're enjoying the episode, but we just need to take a break real quick to shout out our sponsor over at Diaspora
Yes,
Mass.
sir.
You feel me? They're posting great daily content highlighting the Black diaspora in Boston, Massachusetts. You feel me? Go ahead and give them a follow. We're gonna post them in the link below.
Check out that page at Diaspora Mass on IG. Make sure y'all show them some love. Back to the episode.
Let's get into it, fellas. So now, do we start with the Yachty verse or do we start with the Cole verse? I feel like you got to start with the Yachty verse, right?
Yeah.
So now, the Twitter
Yachty's
chat
a
was
funny
blowing up.
nigga, bro.
The Twitter chat was blowing up. Nate's out here like, yo, Yachty got the people fooled. This nigga sucks, bro. He's not like that. And then he's sending us tweets of niggas comparing him to Earl Sweatshirt and
I think Yachty had a decent
what-
verse, bro. I just
and
don't like
Danny
his
Brown.
delivery, and I just don't like his
Yeah.
delivery.
I didn't like his
Facts.
voice.
It's
I don't think it's has
you
nothing
could-
to do with his
I
voice.
just- bro, I
it's his
don't know.
delivery.
Because I heard you chuckle when like he got back to his normal
it's a
voice.
combination of it, bro. It's like
His voice don't
it
sound like that on
almost
every
sounds
song.
like a TV show that has like a episode about a rapper trying to make it or some shit. It's like, why does he sound like that? You know,
Wait, what?
like how nasally he is. It's just- it doesn't sound like a
No,
rapper.
he looked like he
doesn't
was
sound
running
like a
out
rapper,
of
bro.
breath, bro. Like the air. He had to get all this. Like I don't know, bro. The air tank was going lower and lower and lower. He had to fill the whole. He had to say the whole.
I don't know. It's just interesting, bro.
It
It's
definitely
interesting.
felt like ego rap on this record for Yachty. Like, yo, because you got to remember the Cole verse that kind of snubbed his whole generation with the little pump.
fall,
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's just like now them being on the same track, it's just like, yo, I'm keeping up, but this is a time for me to poke out my chest too. Like, this is someone who previously was saying that anybody from my generation wouldn't be here, and I'm still here. That's why,
They're
even to the
all
name of the
still
song.
very relevant. Yeah.
You feel me? Well, I don't know about them all.
What do you
No,
name
no.
the song?
I'm talking about his class specific, not the little
What's the
pump
name of the
class.
song?
no.
Oh,
What do you
okay,
name the
okay.
song?
The Secret Recipe.
Listen, I feel like, and that's kind of what he is.
No funny shit.
I feel like if
Who,
niggas
Yachty
are
or
putting
Cole?
obviously Yachty. Cole has made him. No one disrespects Cole.
Ooh,
unless
that is
they
an
just don't
interesting
want to.
take, though.
Feel me?
Is Cole the secret recipe?
Cole- I
Because
don't think Cole-
he nods to that. Like, it's
I don't
not a
think
Drake
Cole-
feature.
I was about to say,
but
I didn't like
Cole
that.
gets snubbed in that way too
gonna talk about
because he and Kendrick, he and Drake, and I feel like you feel me. Niggas put him at the top 3, but niggas put him
I'm
at
gonna be
the
honest
spot
with
of
you.
the top
Yeah.
3.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest with
For
you.
bullshit.
The way Kendrick's moving at the end of this shit, bro. When all these niggas are really done and they're away from the game, Cole might.
Yo,
be
Cole
more remembered.
remind me like
He might be
we
more
need to-
remembered.
We need
Hold
to
on,
have
hold
a
on,
I
different
think we gotta see
conversation.
what
Hold on,
goes
hold
on
on.
within the next
He
5
might
years,
be more
bro.
remembered than Kendrick, bro. Because Kendrick is doing. It's almost he's too absent. Because you got
Yeah.
Cole who's been coming out the last couple of years. It's like he's making songs with niggas you never expected him to make
Bro,
music with.
the reason why
Who Cole usher into the game though? Nigga, without Kendrick, they know Baby Keem.
Nigga, this a whole Dreamville.
Hip hop will not pay, nigga.
I don't know about that. Wait. You could be a little too mysterious, and Kendrick is a little too mysterious.
That's just the new shit. Without Kendrick, bro, there's no
nigga came out the PG
nigga.
Lane shit. We thought he was gonna get more music from Kendrick once he dropped that project and he's out his fucking contract. Didn't happen.
True.
You feel me? And it's like, are we gonna wait another 5 years until Kendrick drops some shit again?
And people feel a way like Mr. Morale and the Big Step is like people feel very mixed about that. Like I feel like they can still acknowledge it's a great project and still not go back to it.
It's dope, but I don't think it's good enough to leave on that note and disappear again.
True.
But we'll give it time.
Or get on that bullshit he be on with Keem, like, amazing, brother. Like,
I mean, he's having fun. But going back to that point, right? Yachty is a secret recipe, bro.
No, so
you look at the shit that he did with the City Girls. It's like, yo, that shit.
That's what niggas is
saying.
And
when niggas came out and found out Yachty wrote that shit, it's like, oh shit.
I feel like we kind of gassed that too, though.
Joint,
you feel me?
I feel like we kind of gassed that his contribution to that record too.
How so?
Because what if it's just a couple lines?
No, he wrote it. That's what they say. Yachty wrote that for them, bro.
The whole song.
Bro, I don't think that's impressive.
Huh?
I don't think that's impressive.
How's that not impressive?
I think if anything, bro, I wouldn't write that song.
You wouldn't. That's the point. You wouldn't put yourself in that position.
I think you couldn't.
That's exactly the point.
Because you wouldn't put yourself in it. Exactly. Just like you said, yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah, because if it didn't work,
it's one thing that you put yourself in that position. It's another that it worked.
Yeah, because if it didn't work,
who the fuck were the City Girls before that?
Regardless of how I feel about this verse,
on my fucking radar. You feel me?
The way Yachty's been able to rebrand himself, especially because he wasn't even from Detroit, but the way he was putting on Detroit music, you could say he was a secret recipe for that too.
No bullshit.
He was bringing that to the forefront as well. Like ever since he started doing that, I just feel like he hasn't made any missteps.
Hold on, pause, bro. What? Yachty put on Detroit?
I didn't say he put on.
Yeah, but he was bringing a lot of light.
He shed a lot of light on it, bro. Yeah. Yes, he was running. He was moving with them niggas. The Michigan boys, like, wasn't that what it was called?
Michigan boy boat.
I felt like he saw something that was going there.
But that's the whole point we're making.
He got with it.
He knows how to align himself with the right. A lot of niggas over there
would say that nigga Yachty was just biting that shit, bro.
A lot of artists, I would say, fucked with the way he was putting them on. He was adding an extra,
It's like this an industry nigga that's doing records with us.
Those niggas are gonna feel that way because it's like,
niggas got left behind. I'm sure they're not excited.
Them niggas are gonna feel that way. Them niggas are gonna feel that way because it's like, Yachty's a bigger artist than me. He's giving me more spotlight. So I'm gonna fuck with this shit that's coming on to me. You feel me? Why are we acting like Big Sean ain't put niggas on? Why acting like Eminem ain't put niggas on, bro?
Because Big Sean ain't put niggas on.
He did,
I don't think Big Sean put on Detroit. Detroit,
on,
like that Detroit sound that we know. No.
Not the Big Sean put on, bro.
Hold on. But them niggas put themselves on. You talking about Babyface Fairy and all them shit? Bro, them niggas did that shit before Yachty hopped on that wave, bro.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't contribute that to Big Sean. But all that to say is, it just seems that Lil Yachty has a knack for putting himself in the right situations. And I can appreciate
you
the
overlooking what Yachty did there, bro.
I'm not overlooking.
It's something within Detroit and also boosting it to a larger level. Because before that tape came out, a lot of them niggas didn't even have songs together. So he's unifying Detroit as a nigga that's not even from Detroit. Not even like, all right, Michigan. He's unifying Michigan. Cause you feel me? It's Flint niggas, Detroit niggas. I don't know the other cities in there, but you feel me? Niggas coming together. Niggas saying they met each other through working in the Yachty sessions. You feel me? And they living in the same state, bro. Being amongst the same people, bro. So how is that? You feel me? And it's boosting it on to an even larger level. Yachty don't have to do that. You feel me?
I feel like there is other things that Yachty has done
bro.
that was like, that are to Cole's verse that are very nuanced, like with his style, the amount of times that he's collaborated with Cole Bennett, the like even him down to doing certain features, to your point of the Detroit shit. There is certain things that people are, or like even the media he does. Who was the first person to go sit with Kai Cenat before Yachty on that 24-hour stream?
I'm not sure.
And now everybody's in that nigga's room doing A&P freestyles.
Yeah.
So like, but no one's gonna give him credit
shit too. Like he
no one's gonna give him the credit because it's kind of corny too. Because you think about 5 years ago, you were saying that he wasn't gonna be here now.
Yeah.
So to give him his credit, is kind of like it's a backhanded compliment.
And regardless of how you feel about the last project, whether you can say, oh, niggas have done that before, it's fake experimental, like niggas fuck with that shit too.
Dope.
And
Yeah, that shit
added
was fire.
a sense of legitimacy to his discography that was marked before by the teenage, what was it, emotion shit, you feel me?
Even that, bro, that's his first project, bro. Niggas just learning shit.
That
bro.
wasn't his first, right? He had Lil Bo all that.
Yeah, he had tapes out before
Teenage
that.
Emotion wasn't his debut album.
Maybe.
No, Teenage Emotion was the debut album. Yeah.
But I don't think the verse was bad. The delivery, the voice, like I probably would have preferred it if it was a little different, but I like that it's still different. You feel me? Like he's not gonna rap on a level Cole is. So instead of trying to do that, because the writing was still very clever. He still had very clever bars. Like we don't play chess or check. We play checkers, not chess with niggas, because we don't go around them. We jump over
clever. It's good though. I like
it was a lot of
I
rhymes, I would say.
You know,
not clever.
I fucked with it.
No, there was some clever stuff.
That's just fire though. That's not clever, nigga. That's kind of obvious.
I'm saying there's other lines.
Towards the end of the verse, I feel like it started to drop off, like as far as the bars. But to your point, it was a fire verse.
Now let's talk about the Cole verse that we really think is. I'm saying maybe verse of the year, but maybe I got recency bias.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, did you guys notice that he just stuck with the same rhyme scheme the whole entire time? Now, do you discredit that, or does that give it like extra points?
I don't think everybody could do that, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For you to stretch a whole however many bars that was, you know what I mean?
It's not even that long either.
That had to be at least 32.
Break down what you mean by keeping the same rhyme scheme.
I'm saying some people might say that's lazy.
Same cadence or flow? Because
I'm saying the same rhyme scheme. He's literally ending on like accept effect, like he's sticking with that the whole time down.
I don't want to toot my own horn, bro, but that's not hard.
That's the question I'm asking.
Oh yeah.
Some people might say it's impressive because you stretched out every single possibility you could use this rhyme scheme, or you could say it's kind of lazy.
I wouldn't say it's lazy, depending on the cadence and the approach, because like nuance with influence, that was hard, but it is not like
I was about to say he didn't keep the same rhyme scheme.
It wasn't groundbreaking.
He might have had what's it called?
I think.
In between,
He
like
had a
rhymes
couple
that
bars
switch,
where, like,
but like
a couple
the
bars
end
he took
rhyme
off.
like always ended with.
And correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not understanding where you're coming from. I think it's more so the fact that it's like you're able to do it and it doesn't get boring. It doesn't get
It's still
to a
engaging.
point where it's like, it just
Predictable.
feels cheesy.
I think with
Yeah.
a lot of people, if you're using the same rhymes, it will get predictable.
Yeah, because
Like
people know
cat,
those
hat,
words.
bat, like if you
Yeah,
say,
like those are real simple that it's like,
Type
I don't
shit.
even want to hear this, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about.
But because
and you got to
he's
rhyme
doing
within the line
multi-syllable rhyme
I was gonna
schemes
say,
too,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's really what.
A lot of niggas will just rhyme the last word. You got to rhyme the same words within that line to the next line. You feel me?
Facts.
Like each syllable of that.
But you guys
whole
don't feel
line.
like this was similar to the performance on Benny's verse last year? Benny's song last year?
I like this better than the Benny verse though.
I don't know. I don't
do
know
like this
about
better
that.
than the Benny verse. I know people feel like he left Earth on that Benny verse, and I love it. It's great. You know what I mean? I
I
think
feel like the complete opposite. Man.
I think it's a little cooler when he's talking about things beyond just like I'm the best rapper. Because that's not how you gonna convince me
Nigga, that
you're
was
the
my
best
problem,
rapper.
bro.
That's
You're not
kinda
gonna
what he
convince
was-
me you're the
that's
best
what he
rapper.
did on
That's
his
kind of what he was
verse.
talking
No,
about.
he
bro.
did
no, he
still
did
do
not.
stuff.
He did not.
he
He said,
said-
I'm not Drake, nigga.
He said,
I
answer
can't
the
give you the
phone
Drake
call.
effect, nigga.
And he said, answer the phone call asking for a verse and
I
seeing
think
the
that's a
face of
slight
death.
to
Yes,
Drake.
that's very
I
similar
think
to the
that's-
whole like if Jesus, if I had Jesus, what's it called?
I
Jesus
think-
that had me on
Yeah,
the
that's
feet,
a-
trying to
hold on,
get
hold on,
whatever.
hold on.
Bro,
I
I
go to
think
hell or
that's
something.
a slight to
Very
Drake.
similar. I do.
Nigga,
That's
Drake will
interesting.
hop on anything and it'll do numbers. That don't make it a good song, good verse, nigga. He's saying you getting a cold verse. You feel me? He's like take this shit. It's a cold verse.
No,
Not the Drake effect.
no, he's
No, I think
acknowledging
it's him
once again
acknowledging,
that
like,
he's second place
I'm
to
not,
Drake.
I'm not him.
And he's done this.
I'm not him.
Yet again, he did it on Heaven's EP when he remixed Pipe Down. Like he constantly acknowledges that like
I'm not
Drake
that, I'm
is
not
on
that
another
number one
level
hitter.
than him.
I think what he's
Bro.
acknowledging more so that his verse may not make your song a hit, but it's gonna make your
Nigga,
song culturally
the cultural
impactful.
impact,
yeah,
bro. Nigga, you
No,
not
no, no,
understanding,
Niggas
There's a
bro.
are-
difference.
especially
The
with
art.
the sample on the
Let's be-
song.
You
Let's be
might
real
not.
clear.
You gotta listen, bro. Your song might not go platinum, whatever, bro, but the cultural impact that it's
Yeah.
gonna have, the respect. You feel me?
Because if
Fuck
Yachty
the
drops
streaming,
the same
bro. That shit
song,
is fabricated,
if
bro.
Yachty drops the same song without the cold verse,
Bugging.
it's not lasting until next
Oh, of
Monday.
course not. Of course not.
Niggas gonna be like, okay, the good
feel
loop
you.
sample,
That's true.
fuck with it, the visual, aesthetically pleasing. But to your point, the verse, you didn't like his voice, certain things in the verse, it's kind of like, it doesn't last as long.
It lasts a little bit longer with that covert. Now you got something to look forward to.
Yeah,
at
the
the
thing
end.
is
me?
too, I didn't expect J. Cole to be on a song because it's not in the feature on the title. So I was just watch like I'm hearing
Yeah, it
Nate
is
talk about
just
the
a
Yachty
secret
thing in the chat.
recipe.
I clicked the video. I'm like, let me listen to this shit. And then they paying the call. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga. I'm like, hey.
Nah,
But that's my point.
But the whole Drake effect, what I really think he's talking about, like the Drake verse will make a career. J. Cole hasn't done that yet. You feel me? Like there's such a long list of, I'm not saying the career lasted long. You feel me? Young Blue. Like, you feel me? But like niggas get a huge jumping pad once you get the Drake.
Yeah, it is a launch pad.
That's the most recent example.
I was thinking Block Boy JB, but okay.
Damn, we just gotta throw these names out there.
Song, you know,
no, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like,
what's the last Young Blue song?
Yo,
you know?
would you rather have a verse from J. Cole or Drake?
What's that time of tell?
Drake, because then I can carry from there. Drake be giving verses to niggas like he should have knew Block Boy JB wasn't gonna do shit with that shit. You feel me? But you give a verse to wrong.
That nigga Drake,
you're
bro,
looking at it the wrong way.
I'm saying I know what Drake be doing, bro. That nigga just does that because he wants to get closer to the producer because he knows the producer is really the formula. And look at them since Take Keep and him have made multiple hits.
Yeah, nonstop.
Multiple.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna get to Block Boy first so that I could take Keep and make the shit that I want to make with him.
Yeah.
And it worked.
I'm just saying it's a difference when you have that verse, and I think that's what he's acknowledging, and he's constantly acknowledged that he's number 2. And a part of me kind of respects that, like you're not foolish.
She said number 2, not number 3, number 2.
Bro,
So
I agree with your point that, like, first of all, like,
absolutely,
Kendrick is amazing in his
for
writing.
For sure.
But there are also times where, like yo, sonically, I just don't always want to hear this. Because it's not always pleasing to the ear. When
I won't even say that. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I understand why you say that, but it's like, okay, from someone that's in your perspective, it's not sonically pleasing. You're also not giving me enough to like I can migrate to something else. You feel me? Cole gives you that. I can go listen to the shit that he did. I don't like the shit that he did with fucking Lil Durk, but niggas love that shit. That shit was what, number 1 at whatever time it was out?
I didn't care for that.
You feel me? It's like, bro, he's coming up in different pockets in time where it's like, I'm present. You can't forget about me. You can't forget about me, bro. You see what I'm saying? This nigga fuck with that shit.
I know I can't ask fucking song. Hell no, bro.
Nah, we not gonna do Nas's record like that.
I think the beat was just really nice.
When it all, I feel like the way it's going, bro,
I didn't like that
down
shit.
to
I
it,
didn't like
bro.
that shit. No bullshit.
I gotta give Cole his respect and say he's showing up, bro.
And the thing is, Cole rewrote the narrative when he dropped the off season because he was very much number 3 for a while, if not lower than number 3, because he had the whole For Your Eyes Only, and then he had what's the drug one?
Oh,
KOD.
I fuck with KOD.
Yeah, like KOD was hard, but could I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
What's up?
If you won a Pulitzer Prize, would you still rap?
Yes.
For sure.
That's not enough.
You don't even rap.
Bro, do you know the type of people that win that award?
Ask me, bro.
So?
They don't work after that.
I get it, but like, bro, if we
Jay-Z doesn't have a Pulitzer.
as long as those other 2 people that you're constantly being compared to are still dropping music on a consistent basis, you do not have room to just disappear for 5 years.
This is why I'm gonna say that you do. He's no longer signed to a major record label. Cole just
Drake
recently
has the
is
most
not.
beneficial deal anyone could ask for.
He still signed himself away. He
in the most
re-signed.
favorable terms that I'm sure that he negotiated for himself. You feel me? Like, and he's getting the bag. That's why he's running through all these. He's dropping album. Yo, let me collect 500 from Lucien. Another 500 here, another 500 there. Like, bro, he's collecting back.
So you think Kendrick is done with this?
And I feel like you've seen the double. You remember the promo for Mr. Morale. Yeah. There's the 2 CDs. There's the Hillbillies. I feel like he's going to take a different approach. That's why I want to get into Cole's verse about like, I see the nuance and the influence, the way you dress and the way you step, the recording differently and all of that stuff. Because I want to know, who is he talking to when he says that?
Is it NBA YoungBoy diss in there?
Yeah, there's an NBA YoungBoy. Well, I seen it on Twitter. It was circulating to where I guess, and they kind of played the clips back and forth. There was the NBA YoungBoy diss that was very apparent when he dissed J. Cole earlier this year. Or like a few months ago.
Why NBA YoungBoy this J. Cole?
I guess because he reached out for a verse.
Random niggas.
And then there was the Dirk shit, right? Between them. And then he ends up being on a song with Dirk. Very industry. Come on now. Definitely very industry.
Like, them niggas don't even fuck with each other.
Yeah, like J. Cole getting on that song with Dirk was definitely set up. Like Dirk is on his rise right now. Like we're going to get him all the placements.
Look at the whole King Von situation. You feel me? Quando Rondo.
Exactly. So him declining because he probably already knew he had that verse in the works with Dirk and they probably have more of an established relationship. He's like, yo, nah. But then he goes on the song to say, you call me, asking for the verse, you see the face of death. But this is after YoungBoy publicly gets on an album and disses him, Drake, and, you know, all those other things. Yeah. And it's just like, They said that NBA YoungBoy responded.
Listen to that.
I think it was the most recent album that NBA YoungBoy put out, but they said he responded already. Like,
yeah, it was.
YoungBoy responded already.
I think it was a lot of nonsense.
That nigga's on it.
Yeah,
bro. And we need more.
Young Boy.
I'm not gonna say we need more of that. Let me
That
be
nigga a real
careful with
artist,
what I'm
bro.
saying. What I mean is,
Nah,
niggas
NBA
is
YoungBoy
too.
nice.
I feel like niggas is too
I heard
friendly,
the track.
bro.
I was like,
He a real
These
artist,
niggas
bro.
is too friendly. Niggas is not competing with each other no more. Niggas
That's not
just want to. Bro, I don't think so.
YoungBoy don't come off as competition though. He come off if you step
That
on
nigga
his
want
lawn,
smoke
he's
sign, bro.
booming you.
That nigga want smoke sign,
like
bro.
I don't want.
But
There's
again,
no
that
competition.
nigga happy to make music.
I'm about to
Look
boom
who
you.
we're talking about. We're talking about YoungBoy, and what does the industry label him as? An anomaly. He stands out against the rest. They put him against the industry. Everyone else in the industry is in cahoots with each other. Every album you see the same feature runs, niggas jumping on each other's songs, dropping the same fucking shit. Like, where is the competition at?
At a certain point, it was like that already in rap. I think it cycles in and out.
But I don't think the competition is within sales. I think the competition is within just like your place within the culture. You feel me?
I think we in a different time period too. Before niggas is really rapping to make it. I think now niggas is like, bro, we could do this shit ourselves. Let's make a bag. Fuck all the other shit.
Type shit.
I mean, niggas was rapping to get signed before, bro. Now niggas is just independent, bro. Niggas don't give a fuck about shit.
But niggas still very much care. Like, and we don't have to dig deep into it, but you seen how Drake got in his feelings over like the whole Charlamagne criticism over his.
I didn't even see that
his
shit.
last single. Oh, he went on like, I'm not gonna say
He did go on a tirade.
I was about to say, like,
IG
it really
stories.
did look emotional. Like, I was trying to get a temperature check on how people felt about it.
I'm gonna tell you.
It seemed corny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. But basically, Tomo, if you don't know, he posted different pictures of Charlamagne, like, posing.
In his phases.
You know, and he basically was like, yo, you the off-brand, you know,
Morris
Chestnut. And then he had one of, like, black, you know, when you do the black screen, you feel me? So that nigga got in his bag, started writing out a whole thing like, yo, I know you know, like, something along the lines of just like, bro, you're jealous of me, you envy me. When you look in the mirror, you wish you saw me type shit.
Yeah.
You're lame. You're 400 and something,
That nigga
75
Drake
fans
kinda nice,
or
though,
whatever
bro.
the case is.
And they're kind of nice because, like, bro, that's a fucking, what do you call it? Like, it's a double meaning with that. Not only do you want to look like me, you also want to try to fucking bleach your skin and look light skinned. That nigga nice, bro.
Yeah. He definitely was cooking via IG stories. And I think it's more.
I don't call that cook because if you know the context of what, because I watched The Brilliant Idiot, so I like not often, but I watched that episode and he wasn't saying anything that people weren't already saying about the SZA and
But
the SZA and
the thing is, he's
record he
been
has with
saying
SZA.
it. He's been saying it. He's been
But the thing
always
is,
saying, yo, is Drake
Charlamagne
falling
is a
off?
lot
Is Drake
different
falling
than
off?
what he used to be. When he used to be on those DJ Vlad interviews saying there's 3 different sexual orientations, there's straight, gay, and Drake. Like he hasn't been on that type of energy in years.
But he
so for him
always
to
says,
just give an honest criticism and for you to go like do that in front of your 100 millions of followers who probably 90% of them weren't even hip to the criticism, you could tell you still very much
Hey, bro.
bothered. And it's
I'm gonna
like,
just say
why?
this. I'm gonna just say this. 'Cause I seen somebody tweet it, and when I seen that, I was like, yeah, it kind of helps me solidify my opinion on this. Nigga fucking did all that shit at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. So that was good with you, bro. Like,
Well,
why are you posting all that shit?
That's when niggas is in the studio.
Who's to say he's in the
Like,
same
bro.
time? Wait, but who's to say he's in the same time zone as you?
It doesn't matter, bro. Because like, even if it would only be pushing it back further, then it's 3 o'clock in the morning,
It's
2
2
o'clock in the
a.m. He
morning.
at the club.
And I'm in the club
He
fucking
lit.
taking pictures
got
of
drinks in his
Charlamagne,
system.
taking
I'm
pictures of Charlamagne and posting that shit on my
I'm
story.
not gonna lie to you.
and
It's
fucking
corny.
ranting,
I
bro.
think it's corny. I don't think
It's
he
like,
should have
bro,
even
it's like,
responded.
I think
Enjoy
it
your
was
night,
some
my
studio
nigga.
antic shit.
Enjoy
Like,
your
cause
night, my
that's
nigga.
studio
Like-
hours. As an artist, that's when you would be in a studio, so you may be seeing it. Niggas may be telling you about it.
Hey,
but I think the corniest part about it is like on both sides. Charlamagne has this continued narrative that Drake is falling off, and there is a part that Drake plays in it by kind of like giving into that. Like, bro, you're up here. He is a radio personality with a lot of influence, but it's not going to affect your music getting played on the radio, the
Shit
streams.
still went #1 despite whatever people felt about it.
And it brings more attention to the record because if he's saying it's trash, then people are just going to go want to listen to it. Like, oh,
Sure.
how trash is it really? And to your point, the context was more so around Halle Berry and not, right? Opposed to like the record not really doing
Yeah, he
that
was
well.
just comparing the rollouts between Doja and
yeah.
Drake. You know what I mean? He's
Like,
just
is he
saying,
ducking Doja type shit?
you know?
Fight this whole year.
And actually,
Is he?
let's talk about it. Now that we got the context, I don't know what the finalized numbers were, but there was that tweet that was saying that Doja was projected to sell 55,000 in her first
which
week,
is so crazy to me.
which is crazy because we
I
had a
thought she was big
conversation
as
like
shit.
yo, who's gonna go number one? Drake. And we knew Drake would obviously go number one. But there was a little bit of worry, and that's why he might have pushed it back. Just to get away from those first and second week numbers. Bro. But clearly, he had nothing to be afraid of.
Niggas ain't buying albums no more.
But I can't say that's the reason why he has to be afraid.
Still buy a Drake album though. Like actually going to going to iTunes and buy it. I don't think niggas is buying like a Doja album.
Well, I think we're having a different conversation. I think we're also we clearly know Drake would have fucking destroyed her. We're talking about the fact that she looked like she didn't exceed her own standards. You know what I mean? I think Planet Her did 100K.
What's the most she ever sold?
I think she did 100K with the last.
What year was that?
The last album.
2 years ago.
Wasn't she saying that she was gonna do what she wanted to with this album though?
Bro, that album is still very much pop rap. Like yes, she's rapping more, but there's a lot of pop elements. It's not anything that like her fans are gonna listen to and be like, oh, I feel excluded. This is a whole different Doja than we expected. Like,
bro.
I listened to the album, bro. She's jumping all over the place with the styles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I wouldn't call that good versatility. Good versatility is when there's still like a common thread between all of those songs to keep it cohesive. I don't feel like there was too much cohesion.
If you even look in comparison, like the whole branding is just even different, bro. You could tell like this is not an album that's gonna like this. Like like HAAWWS was saying, this is just her doing her artistry, what she wants to do.
It's like those singles did numbers, bro. Those singles did numbers.
It's still selling sex. You feel
bro,
me?
you got Fox News talking about her and shit like that because of the shit she's doing. I feel like the traction was there, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't know where the disconnect was.
The singles were huge. You got like, Demons painting the city.
Paint the town red.
Look at the branding before Hot Pink. Then you got you feel me?
That's a great
she was
point.
definitely selling sex. She's not on her album.
I understand.
You feel me? Like
I understand.
Look at the stuff that she's posting too. The videos. You feel me? It's not the typical videos she used to post before. You feel me?
Great point.
You remember the videos with the fruit in it? Whatever that shit is. She's not doing shit like that no more. She's doing very much what she wants to do. Whether how many people it off puts. You feel me? People are seeing that demonic shit and probably not wanting to stream it. Not to say it's demonic, but that's the perception of what it is. You feel me?
And I don't know if it's a good comparison. Can we see Lil Nas X? Because he was on the same type of run, doing this very similar tactics, very similar gimmicks.
His shit is built off that. Doja didn't used to be like that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
She was
She went to doing the juicy fruit shit, the mood shit to doing this. You feel me? Nas shit is built off that.
Although
so that's what they're supporting him for.
Doja's album still has pop elements. His shit was all the way like
I don't think it has nothing to do with the sound
curated,
at all, bro.
like
this needs to be sell 1 million units type.
Yeah, like the production was huge behind it. Like that album was made for capturing the largest amount of people.
All I know is
possible.
Lil Tecca dropped. That nigga sold 33,000. She sold 55. They shouldn't even be in the same fucking like.
But no, because we
don't know.
That's crazy to me.
So why you hate on Lil Tecca?
I'm not hating on him. I just don't think he's at the level of artistry as Doja Cat.
Rod Wave sold 100K, bro. That's not crazy to you though.
Nah, he's got a cold fan base.
No, but even Rod Wave selling 100. That's not a knock to him. But you would think that Doja would clear that though.
But you gotta. I feel like there was a lot.
I didn't know that. There's that many sad niggas.
Doja don't got the hood behind her. Rod Wave got the hood.
The whole world is sad.
Look at YoungBoy.
The whole world is sad.
That whole culture is different.
But I feel like there was a lot that was going on up until the point of Doja dropping her album that people weren't paying attention to. The frustration between her label, between her fan base, and so to your point of like her focusing on herself. We don't know what was happening behind the scenes. They may not have supported that album at the label level the way that she had wanted to because she was deciding to go and focus on her own things. But I also want to pose a question. She had the SZA feature with the
Kiss Me More.
No. Remix?
No.
On SZA's project?
On the ODB record, right? Or no,
she had a remix of it.
No,
that's SZA's project.
X-Pac, Smoking on My X-Pac.
That's SZA's project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we not giving that and Paint the Town Red contenders? Because you said verse of the year. Like,
interesting.
In comparison, like verse of the year,
the Town Red is
Paint the Town Red. Between that and Smoking on My X-Pac feature, Doja Cat has been.
Didn't SOS drop late last year?
Nah.
Didn't drop in like December.
Nah, bro. SZA's been the #1 R&B artist of this year with that project. That's the shit.
I feel like that was like
that was wrong. December 9th.
I think also
okay.
The sales is definitely going to. The sales is
creating
definitely
narratives,
on your demographic, bro. I don't think Doja's demographic is gonna buy the album. You feel me? Like I was saying, if you got the hood behind you, bro, your shit's never gonna flop, bro. No bullshit.
I seen a lot of hood niggas flop.
Hood niggas is different between having the hood behind you.
Bro.
Very true.
Yeah.
Amen. It's been a great conversation. I appreciate y'all. This been dope. This dope. This was real, some real like music lover shit right here.
Facts.
I appreciate. Appreciate you, HAAWWS, for stepping in.
Hey,
for Nate. And we had a
if you
good.
made it this far, go vote for niggas in the
That's a
BMAs.
fact.
The link gonna be in the bio for this fucking video, nigga. Go click that shit and vote.
Yo, I'm gonna go a step further. For anybody who votes, comment voted or DM us, show us the proof that you voted. You don't get how much percent off we want to give them on the merch if they decide to buy too.
I think you get 10% off.
You get 10% off the merch if you vote. You got to show proof of voting.
10%? First 20 voters.
Now, everybody who vote get 10% off.
I don't co-sign that.
Fuck it, make it 15.
I don't co-sign
that. We already had
time for the people, bro. We for the people.
I fuck with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. 10% off the shirts. So hold on to those.
You got to show proof of voting.
Proof of voting.
You got to screenshot it.
And you gotta pull up to the awards.
Yeah, pull up the
awards and show love to the artists and that have been on the podcast, but also any ones that you hip to and been out here, because there's a lot of categories that we didn't name, like R&B Artist of the Year. You seen Miranda Ray and what's dude's name? I feel so
R&B
bad.
Artist of the Year. K-Wolf nominated?
No, Book P. He was in the chamber.
Nah, I don't think
no.
So.
Shout out Tori. That's a new artist. R&B side of things. All the nominees. Shout out to all the nominees.
Shout out to all the nominees, especially because we on it. So I'm not hating this year, But hey, man, it's been another one. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share to see your peoples, man. We appreciate y'all. Have a great week. We out.